meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready weather forecast. Mostly sunny with highs rising into the upper 90s. With that added humidity, it's going to feel like we're around 105 degrees this afternoon. Lows tonight will dip down into the mid-70s, upper 90s for our Tuesday, but a cold front moves in on Wednesday, bringing showers and storms plus cooler temperatures. I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. Arkansas football begins in 45 days.
Touchdown!
From the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruscin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruscin and Zach starts right now.
All righty. Raise your hand if you're tired of Nick Saban already. Anybody tired of Nick Saban already?
Well,
we're not even a full day into this, and I'm already annoyed.
I was tired of Nick Saban before, but that was from a football standpoint. If we're talking about him as a media, I think he's at least he's saying things. You got to remember your credentials.
The only interesting thing today is him talking. No one on the stage has said anything interesting.
Well, of course not.
That's where we are. I mean, it's a typical day at SEC Media Days 24 in Dallas. We're going to check in on the proceedings coming up with our very own Tommy Kraft standing by with the very latest in 20 minutes or so here on Ruscin and Zach as we provide wall-to-wall coverage of the gas baggery of SEC Media Days there in Dallas. You can text us or call us or sit and listen quietly at 866-285-4005. That's how you can get in touch with us. We're all here. We're ready to go. DQ's here. Hi, DQ.
Hi.
How's your weekend?
It was good.
Oh, yeah? What'd you do? Anything fun?
No.
All right. Nothing fun occurred.
How's your Monday going?
It's going well.
All right. There it is.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything's going well.
Everything's great.
Everything's
great.
I think a necessary preamble involving SEC Media Days. If you are here to hear, keys to the year or, stuff about today with LSU, Harold Perkins, or this is not the show for you. You're going to have to invest in something else because, frankly, none of that stuff interests me, and I don't think it interests you. And so, we focus on the stupid stuff. Where is Ty getting drunk tonight? That's what we want to know. That kind of thing, right?
Sure. Nothing was said today, and most of the guys going today are pretty polished. I think it'll get interesting when Sarkisian gets up there, when Venables gets there, and they finally get the SEC media gets a shot at them. Other than that, to be pretty much standard fare. Arkansas doesn't go till Thursday, so buckle up. It's going to be a long day. Other than that, it's the same old stuff. I mean, you could pull quotes from 10 years ago and use them today.
You just change some things around, and there's probably people doing that. So I mean, that's fine. But yeah, not a very noteworthy day number one there in Dallas and next year in Atlanta. So another direct flight. This will be great for the Razorbacks. I mean, it's always a direct flight for them. They're flying private.
Of course.
So, you got that going on. Home run derby tonight. Hagen Smith goes to the White Sox. I wouldn't wish my enemy be drafted by the Chicago White Sox. I don't care if you're getting $7.7 million. He can't be traded fast enough. That's what I say.
They do. I think, and I may be wrong on this. Maybe off by a day or two. Chris Sale is the fastest player to make it from draft to majors in the history of the sport, or I guess modern day. Chris Sale was in the minors for 100 days, something like that. They brought him up.
Faster than Skeens?
Yeah, Skeens was in the minors all last year, and then the first month and 2 weeks of this season, and then he came up. Hagensmith has a long way to go. He's going to have to, there will be an adjustment period for him to professional hitters, and once he gets adjusted and gets comfortable, then you see what he can do. But hey, man, good for him. 7.7 is the slot, number 5 overall. And granted, going to the White Sox is tough, but it's a clear path to the majors for a left-hander who can throw in the upper 90s.
I think it is irresponsible to expect by next summer he'll be starting for the American League in the All-Star game and be in the show like Skeens has done.
Yeah.
We may not see something that someone do what Skeens has done in 50 years or ever again for that matter.
It's been since Fernando came along.
Right.
And that was 40 years ago. Skeens is unique, and he is in a situation where, in Pittsburgh, I mean, they're treating him with kid gloves, obviously, because they let him bust up a no-hitter on that. But, he's a unique talent. Hagensmith is a talent. We'll find out if he makes the adjustment to professional hitters. And they're professionals for a reason, at all levels. So he's going to personally, I was having this conversation with a buddy of mine who was mad that the Red Sox didn't nab him. If I'm the White Sox, I shut him down for the year. And we'll roll them out in February. Have them, have throwing assignments, but I'm not marching them out after a Razorback baseball season, a month off, and then into a minor league season that's in its last 6 weeks.
The Royals draft Caglione from Florida.
Yeah.
So he'll be coming soon to a ballpark near you. And the Cardinals take J.J. Weatherholt. I do find it interesting that these you could see maybe not to all the way to the majors in less than a year, like Skeens, but it seems to me, and again I don't know duty from Shinola about baseball, but when you get someone who's in their late 20 or in their 20s and have played in college versus an 18-year-old kid, which is how used to dominate the top 10 of the draft, you're getting someone a little more mature, maybe a little bit more developed, depending on what league that they played. And then in the SEC, for all intents and purposes, is the best college baseball league that there is. So you're a little bit further down the path than, say, an 18-year-old kid who may spend 4 or 5 years in the minors.
You hope so, and there's going to be they're all going to go through the same path. They're all going to get sent to A-ball, whether it's low, high, or whatever. I mean, if you're really, really advanced, you might end up in double A. But the path is maybe you play 15 or 20 games as a hitter. The minor league baseball season ends about first or second week in September. So we're talking about what 8 weeks, 7 weeks left of minor league baseball. So it's a little different than the NFL, where you get your guy, you send him through camp, and then you play a season. For pitchers who've pitched as much as Hagensmith has, the smart thing to do is what the Pirates did, which is you shut them down. Maybe you let them have an outing here, there, but you shut them down, and then you bring them back in the spring, and you bring them back rested. For the hitters, man, get as many at bats as you can. For those guys, get as many as you can. Here's the problem with the Royals. The Royals are backlogged with talent. Their AAA team up in Omaha is loaded, and a lot of that talent is still here in Northwest Arkansas with the Naturals. They are stocked, and the big clubs is stocked. So some of those guys are going to get traded, like Caden Wallace did this weekend.
Yep.
So they're going to the Royals are going to try and mix and match, put some deals together and get what they need to make a run in the postseason.
All right, it is 8 minutes after the hour here on Ruscin and Zach. 866-285-4005. That's how you can get in touch with us here on Ruscin and Zach. I'm holding up now the definitive college football magazine, which has arrived on my door over the weekend here. Luckily, no one stole it because it arrived here on a Saturday. But have
you even opened it?
Phil Seal. Oh yeah, I've looked at it. I've perused it. I know who Louisiana Tech's coach is, who Arkansas will play.
Sonny Cumbie.
That's right.
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, you've already lost the quiz on that earlier.
But I got it the second time around.
And I looked up everyone's darling on the video game, Kennesaw State, who's in here in their first year in, I guess we still call this FBS. I don't even know what the labels are anymore. But yeah, they're in here. So, man, it is pretty exciting. Kennesaw State has 39,000 people in that school. That's a big school.
Yeah, it's
pretty good.
It's a transient university.
I see. For transients.
Yes.
And whatnot. Let's see here. So, I mean, I got this. We're looking at this here. Obviously, like most of the world, Phil is not gaga over what Arkansas has put together over there for this upcoming season. If you want to boil this down to the simplest of terms as far as Arkansas goes, I have two questions today. One, will they win 6? And 2, will Pittman keep his job if they win 6?
No.
So it's kind of A leads to B. If they don't hit A, then all
B
bets
is,
are off. Yeah. But if they do, then the question is, well, what do they do? And it's going to depend on how much. It's going to depend on how much the big money people are still enamored with him, or if they're ready to blow it up and start over for the umpteenth time. All right, we're going to check in at Radio Row in a minute here on Ruscin and Zach, 866-285-4005. I know you are dying to ask questions about Media Day. You're dying with those with that information, so we will try and answer those for you as we move throughout the hour here. ESPN Arkansas on the Hit That Line Now app. Stay with us.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at tra.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hog truck.
We expect our information in real time. U.S. Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. U.S. Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as, that's 888-665-0696.
How do I drive more traffic to my website? How do I increase my Google rankings? If these are just a few of the questions you have for your business, then we should talk. In addition to sports radio marketing, ESPN Arkansas can help your business be found online. From website design to geo-targeted campaigns, search engine marketing, social media management, streaming video campaigns, and much more. ESPN Arkansas is your digital marketing partner. Go to espnarkansasdigital.com for your free digital marketing audit or email us at sales@hitthatline.com to schedule an appointment.
What's going on the grill tonight? Whatever it is, you'll find only the best at Richard's Country Meat Market. From the aroma of bacon-wrapped fillets to perfectly flavored gourmet burgers and fresh kebabs on the grill, this summer will be a feast for the senses. Richard's makes it easy with curbside pickup. To place your order, call ahead at 443-0000. Serve only the best from Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive at 3042 North Market Avenue, and online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body. family owned and operated for over 40 years, is your collision repair specialist. Only 15% of collision repair shops achieve iCar Gold Class status, the highest training level recognized in the industry. Courtney Hollingsworth is proud to be one of them. Put your vehicle repairs in the hands of the experts. Call Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body today at 479-751-3801. That's 751-3801. And online at CourtneyHollingsworth.com.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call my friend J.T. Finley at 479-521-4220 or come by and see him in the heart of Fayetteville off College Avenue.
Sign Studio is the source for complete visual marketing, so don't let the name fool you. We're not just signs. Sign Studio is your all-encompassing partner for advertising success. Need a logo? We'll design it. Want it printed on pins, cards, banners, or even tablecloth? We'll do it. What are you waiting for? Kickstart your brand with our custom products today. Visit yoursignstudio.com or call 479-250-4844.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at precisiondoornwa.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
When you're looking for your next side-by-side, motorcycle, ATV, or zero-turn mower, look no further than your local Wood Power Sports store. With convenient locations in Springdale, Fayetteville, and Harrison, we've got 9 brands to choose from. If you can think of it, we've probably got it. These 3 convenient locations also provide you with outstanding service and parts capabilities. Want to know more? Visit us online at woodpowersports.com. Pick your brand, location, or shop all 3. We look forward to earning your business. Wood Power Sports, a solid name you can trust.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
ESPN 99.5. The most influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
In our never-ending efforts to win favor with the University of Arkansas, we will now read only officially sanctioned news by the University of Arkansas's athletic department. If you're looking for officially sanctioned news at your newsstand, just look for the collegiate licensing sticker at the bottom of your favorite newspaper. Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair, because I had to have a place to sit. Get the Good Chair only at the Stadium Shop. Stop by and tell Robert Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you want a seat in the Good Chair. SEC Media Days kicks off today in Dallas, Texas, LSU, South Carolina, Mississippi, and Vanderbilt. All taking the podium today. Sam Pittman and the Razorbacks are due up 10:35 Thursday morning, the last day of the event. Major League Baseball draft last night. Hagen Smith goes number 5 overall to the Chicago White Sox. In the first round of the Major League Baseball draft, Smith becomes the highest selection in Arkansas history as a pitcher. Smith is expected to command a $7.7 million signing bonus as part of that deal. Peyton Stovall just got selected as well, 4th round, to the Cincinnati Reds.
For you children out there, Jeff King was the number
That's
1
correct.
pick, right?
That is correct. Yes, he's the highest ever.
89, I believe. Yeah.
Former Razorback and current, I want to stress, current Northwest Arkansas natural Caden Wallace has been traded to the Washington Nationals in exchange. Washington sends right-handed pitcher Hunter Harvey to the Royals. Let's go to our Nationals correspondent. Derek, who the hell is Hunter Harvey?
I don't know.
Wallace was
Back
hitting...
to you. Back to you, Zach.
That's why he's the best in the business.
Also, King was drafted in 86. My bad.
Wallace was hitting .282 with 3 home runs, 16 RBIs in 34 games for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. I am being told that that His Eminence is joining us live
Wow.
from Dallas, Texas.
From Dallas, Texas.
Where are the trumpets, boys? I need trumpets. Or the Dallas theme. That's what we need.
Yeah, you are you JR or Bobby?
I got my hat on. I got my boots on. I'm ready to go.
Cliff Barnes, maybe?
But Patagonia boots don't count.
Cliff Clavin, maybe.
Cliff Clavin. All right, let's. You're joining us just in time. Let's go to our Ruskin and Zach X polls. DQ.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know I was still doing them. Okay. I wrote them down. I thought, never mind. Okay. What is the average period of time you actually mean when you say the other day?
Ooh, great question.
Yesterday, last week, last month, last year. 70% say last week. 16%, like me, say last month.
Tommy, what about you?
No.
Last week. I'm with the majority.
Okay.
Last
No,
week.
the other day, like today, would be Saturday. It's not yesterday. It was the other day.
It would be within the last 3 days.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but you kind of forget. Time goes by fast.
See, then the other day then was a few weeks ago.
Not fast enough.
When I say the other day, I probably mean something that happened last month.
Like,
The time moves
Really?
fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Derek arrived at the station before noon the other day,
Yeah, the other day. That's right.
Yeah.
That means 1 day this year. We got here.
Okay, be honest. When you're hand washing a plate or a bowl, do you wash the bottom of them? 82%. This is surprising. 82% said yes. 18% said
We're honest
no.
and said no.
We're honest and said no.
Okay.
I usually do wash the bottoms of plates. The handles of silverware, usually a different story. I usually just wash the silverware part, like the spoon.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And do you wish you could still use the excuse, my mom said no, when you don't want to do something? 84% of people said yes. Those are your Ruskin and Zach X polls. Go grab grass.
All right. Thank you, DQ.
Thank you, DQ.
All right.
Said with enthusiasm.
Well, she picks up as the day goes on. She's not real
You
thrilled
pace
right now.
yourself.
Yeah, you got
It's a long week.
It's a long week.
It's a long week.
Don't tell me about that.
Well, you get to but the burning question. We've gotten this question several times on the text machine. Who's got top bunk? You or Ty?
I have reached the age and the stage of life where I no longer share the hotel room.
Whoa! Somebody's big time.
All right.
Are you and Ty at different stages of life?
We're on different floors of the hotel.
Oh, good for you.
Even better. Wow.
Yeah.
Well done.
That's very good. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, big time. Tommy,
I remember when we
Craig,
first started doing this, Ruskin and I shared many a night at the Hampton Inn and just outside of Hoover.
Yeah, we didn't even stay at the event. We stayed down the street. It was,
we were broke back then.
that's right. That's right.
All right.
So the
Penny pinchers.
Yes. Very cost conscious back
Now
in
we
the
spend-
early days.
Now we spend $40 a night to park our car.
Yeah.
That's right.
The biggest ripoff in all of the travel industry, right? $40 a night to self-park your car. So.
Yeah, you have to park it. You don't even get someone to go get it.
No.
Yeah.
And never book a hotel that doesn't have a valet. It's just,
Well, they have.
It's not worth the time.
Now we can't afford that.
I'm just saying, if given the choice, you never go to a hotel that doesn't have valet.
Are you, Tommy? Are you on the penthouse up there with the high rollers?
Absolutely.
That's what I thought.
Absolutely.
That's what I thought. Yeah. The rules are different there.
Oh yeah.
Executive floor.
You have to use your key card to get to the floor. It's so high up in the building.
Separate elevator.
Oh wow!
There it is.
Pardon us.
Yeah.
I think.
Let's hurry this along. Happy hour begins in 30 minutes.
I think Nick Saban may be regretting his choices already because I think maybe it just struck him what just struck me, which is that for the last 17 years he was in and out in like an afternoon or a morning. Well, he has to stay for all 4 days of this crap now, so it's going to be worse for him.
Yeah, I walked by earlier trying to get to the we call it the malt box, but the device where we can record audio, which is in the most inconvenient place for anyone that's doing the job we do. And I walk right behind the set, and it's him and Laura Rutledge and someone else that's up there. And I'm like, hey, that's Nick Saban. And it just kind of caught you off guard that here he is in the ballroom of a hotel. I guess there's some story floating around. He didn't have his credentials.
No, he got sent back. The security made him go back and
would not
get it.
let him in. Barney Fife would not let him in. But
went by a moment ago, and it was Joe Tess and somebody up there. But I
Zach's favorites.
Wow,
yeah.
Nice guy.
He looked handsome today. He had a great looking suit on. He looked great.
Yeah, custom suit.
Of
Probably.
course.
I mean, that's what happens there.
Well groomed beard, the whole bit.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah. He did not. He didn't have his pass, and they were like, "You can't come in here."
Now,
So.
has anybody talked to the security guard? Because I guess the Saracen has it at minus 1,000 that it's a Texas fan.
The ones I've seen now, he probably has a separate entrance than the one that the commoners like myself are allowed to use. But these would fit more in the 65 plus category in demographics. So.
Guys, you're going to be out running a football camp next week, Zach. The 65 plus crowd.
Listen, we refer to us as silver sneakers.
Oh, silver sneakers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. There you go. They wouldn't let him in. And he's all. This sounds made up. I swear to you, every word of this is true. He's already been featured on AL.com today. The security guard. They've already written a piece. They've already interviewed him. They've already done the whole deal.
Hey, when you got a job to do, you got a job to do your job. It's Belichick's system.
We've already covered the most interesting event of the day, which is
the
Nick Saban
guard,
being locked out for a brief period of time. With the media
Very
days.
brief. Very
brief. If he can't play the "Do you know who I am" card, who can?
Well, he's in Texas. It's Texas. It's different. It's not Alabama.
It's not Hoover. That's right.
It's not Hoover. You're in foreign territory.
Yes. Let's see here. Scott asking on the text line here, Tommy, does the elevator just open to your room? Is that how that works?
Absolutely. Where do you think we're staying?
It's like Nick Papagiorgio's suite in Vegas Vacation.
Abner wants to know if they're doing a Jello shot challenge somewhere at media days.
That's a good idea.
No, but I have been told there's karaoke night, which I'll gladly not attend. But Ty is very fired up for that.
This is the social hub for Ty. What's the latest you're planning on staying out?
8:15.
That's right. That's right. See, that's how you do this. This is not
quarter
fun.
till 9 if I really stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're having a neat event tonight at the Texas Theater.
Are they showing
or as Ruscin would say, theater?
Are they showing war is hell? Because if they're not, we're doing this wrong.
We're doing it wrong because they're going to show the next installment of SEC Network's documentaries or whatever you call it. It's Saturday Night Lights. But I'm mildly interested in that. I'm more interested in just the historic nature of the Texas Theater.
Yes, of course. It's where they caught Oswald.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
absolutely, you have to go search out.
Particularly considering the events of recent days.
Yes, of course.
You need to go search out the seat and get your photo taken in the seat where they dragged him out.
That's right. Yeah. What is that? Row 2?
I forget which one it is.
You said it the other day.
Yeah, I had it pulled up.
So I'm more interested in that than I am the documentary, which is about an hour long. So
a self-serving documentary. No. Texas Theater. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm becoming less and less interested in these sports documentaries. It's really hard for them to grab me anymore because all of them, just not just this one, but all of them.
If I could do anything, I would just go across town. If I could wave a magic wand and just be there and have a ticket and a good seat and go to the home run derby.
Now if Zach was in town, he'd be figuring out a way to do that. I would imagine. Right?
We were talking about this on halftime a bit ago. What's the harder ticket, the home run derby tonight or the actual All-Star game tomorrow?
Probably the game, but the Derby's probably be a really, really close second.
I don't know. I think it's
Derby will be fun.
Derby
will be fun.
Yeah.
It's a more condensed format, so it's only 2.5 hours. You'll be in and out pretty quick.
Well, we got to get that celebrity softball game on the air
that's already
quickly as we can.
That's
But they air it after the All-Star game. We have to see it immediately.
Great question from Greg in Farmington. Did Ty bring a box of business cards to hand out to the ladies in the greater Metroplex?
Business cards are so outdated anymore.
Hey, I handed out one today.
Yeah, well, there you go. Point made.
Only 941 to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we all have them for some reason. Yeah, and I'm guilty as well.
You get a lifetime supply.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, pretty much.
One box is a lifetime supply. That's right. Exactly.
And now we've got to figure out a way to airdrop that stuff from now on.
Yeah, that's the technology. Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
Well, I think the kids call it snap. DQ, am I right on that? You just snap each other. Is that right?
Well, no, if you hold your phones together now, you can share your contact.
I'm not pooning. No, absolutely not.
Sounds.
I knew where that was going to go.
On the first date? No, I don't think so.
No, I don't do that on the first date.
No. Oh, you got to wine.
I really don't know him that well.
We've gotten several questions about this. Where are you guys eating tonight? And is Ty putting ketchup on his steak?
Ty will probably. I take this deal with the Texas Theater. They've got food trucks.
Oh, it's a catering affair. Okay.
And I bet one of them has good brisket.
Could be.
We are in Texas.
So
they did have brisket for lunch here today. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right.
The food trucks at the Texas Theater.
That's got to be good.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. The free food is usually pretty good at this event. I will give them credit for that. I mean,
they have scaled it up in the last 2 or 3 years.
All right. This is
now it's not as good as the old days, Ruskin, where we'd be in Hoover and they'd bring out that cart mid-afternoon with the bone-in ribeyes from Shoeless Steaks.
That's right. Yeah, they would. That's right.
That was next level.
This is going to come off as sarcastic, but it's not. I'm assuming that you've attended all of the events so far. Brian Kelly was first up this morning. I think Kiffin just went.
Well, before they, no, sir. Greg Sankey was first this morning.
Yeah, I completely ignore him. He's useless. He's a shill.
I was there. Then I sat through Brian Kelly's, 30 or so minutes, and then just walked out of the very end of Lane Kiffin's half hour or so.
Who had the longest introduction for themselves at the Brian Kelly?
Oh, well, you mean media question?
Hey, Coach, Zach Barnes, halftime podcast, that, and took 7 minutes to get their whole resume out.
Oh, they're all that way.
Yeah, I know. But did you notice? Did anybody ask Brian Kelly, "What's your deal"?
No, because he I don't say he filibustered, but he spent. Where's my notes? He spent. That wasn't terrible. I think it was. He was only 4 minutes or so into to his time before he started taking questions.
See,
I would not call that a filibuster.
Shane Beamer filibustered. He went 17 minutes on his opening statement today.
I
trying to run the clock out.
Yeah, I've watched very little of Shane Beamer and Lane Kiffin's. Considering in the passing of his father, I thought his tone was a little, he took it down a notch or two, as you would expect under the circumstances.
Right.
So,
right. But but he didn't have he didn't top 17 minutes so far. That's the longest opening statement from the coaches. Is Shane Beamer.
No. 17. No one can even touch that at this point. So.
Yeah, and God bless Mike Leach, who would get up there and just say any questions.
Yeah, that was his opening. That's how you do it. That's absolutely how you do it. Now,
I have being the delegator and organizer that I am. I've assigned Ty to do the Clark Lee stuff this afternoon.
Well done.
We need a detailed analysis on the Vanderbilt coach, please.
Now, who's first up tomorrow?
Why would you ask me a question like that?
Hang on. You're there. There's
no. All right. Tuesday, that would be Georgia. We got Georgia,
Kirby,
Tennessee, Oklahoma, and Missouri. And Kirby Smart.
It's a pretty good
Kirby
day.
Smart at 9:05 tomorrow morning.
Okay, that's not bad. Have you got your first question aimed for drink?
He will be later in the day, and I've got some time to work on that. He's at 2:20 tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
They've got a good schedule.
It's a good day.
Good schedule from the standpoint of. We were discussing this morning. They could be in the mix for the SEC championship game.
Sure, they could.
Yeah.
I mean, just because they don't play anybody. I mean, they don't play the top.
Wait a minute.
They don't play the upper
SEC
echelon.
Schedule?
They don't play the upper echelon of the league.
So you're saying the back half of the league's bad?
I'm saying it's not as good as the top half of the league. Just like anything else in life, there's good and bad. There's good and not as good.
Who do that?
They're playing the not as good.
Their non-con is abysmal.
Of course it is.
You want to hear this?
I do have Murray State on there.
Who is it?
Murray State, Buffalo, Boston College, and UMass.
Ick.
Yeah, that's not a great.
Now run over those conference games that got slated up there.
Okay, so they have Vanderbilt. They go to A&M. They have Auburn. They go to Alabama, Oklahoma. They go to South Carolina. They go to Mississippi State. They wrap up, of course, with Arkansas at home.
So I hear no Georgia.
Nope. They miss Georgia. They miss Texas. They do play Oklahoma and Alabama. But, they miss Nick Saban's favorites to win the thing, Georgia, or to be in the title game.
They got those games at home, don't they? Don't they have OU and Bama at home?
They go to Bama. OU is in Columbia, though. Yes, that's right.
Give me Mizzou, Chuck.
That's a manageable schedule to go 6-2, 7-1 for. I mean, they're going to be a good football team. So
but the thing about going back to today for a second, and Tommy Kraft is with us from Radio Row at SEC Media Days in Dallas. My question is about Ole Miss, and will this be finally the year now that the big gorilla is out of the way with Nick Saban, and there's no more division and all that stuff. And I know they went 11-2 last year, but does Ole Miss under Lane Kiffin, do they just make a bunch of noise, or do they actually move into the playoff discussion this year?
You've got do you have their schedule right there? Because there's a stretch late, and Arkansas has maybe got a great spot in this stretch where it's OU, Arkansas, then Florida and Bama or something.
Their last 5 games are OU.
It is murderous.
OU at Arkansas, Georgia in Oxford. A bye week. They go to Florida. They wrap up at home against Mississippi State in the Egg Bowl. So that is a.
And who is right in front of OU?
They go to Florida, in front of OU. They have a bye, and before that, they go at LSU.
Yeah, that's, the answer will lie in that 4 or 5 stretch week, and I think Arkansas is well placed in that for the possibility of an upset in Fayetteville. But I think Ole Miss is a candidate to maybe be one of those 10-2 teams this year that get into the playoff, but maybe not the championship game because they lost to the wrong 2 teams.
Yeah.
I think
I could see them as one of the teams that sneak into the 12.
Every year we talk ourselves into Ole Miss or Tennessee or one of those schools. That's the sexy dark horse pick to get to Atlanta. I think we're talking ourselves into Ole Miss. They're still not great on defense. We'll see. If they can, they're going to have to go in and outscore everybody. I think Tennessee's the same way. Tennessee's probably a year away, and I can't pronounce. How do you pronounce Tennessee's quarterback's name? Nico something or other. I think we're talking ourselves.
Imaliva?
Yeah, something like that. But we all know that at the end of the day, it's Georgia, it's Texas, and it's Alabama. Those 3 teams, and then everybody else is going to fall in line. I can't.
Wait a minute. I thought Alabama was going to crumble when Saban left town.
Oh, that's just a rumor.
Yeah.
That's a rumor.
Yeah, I don't believe it either.
Just a rumor.
Yeah. All right, Tommy Kraft live from SEC Media Days. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Glad to do it. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right. SEC Media Days coverage here on Ruscin and Zach. Brought to you by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. By WT Equipment, your New Holland dealer for over 50 years. And by the Lindbergh Real Estate Group, serving all of Northwest Arkansas, Missouri, and the River Valley. More on all of this stuff at hitthatline.com. You want SEC Media Days? You want to see people talking about stuff? SEC Media Days, hitthatline.com. Stand by. We'll be right back.
Sterling Bank is your community bank. As a bank, they know the biggest asset is the community they serve. Sterling Bank values its role in Northwest Arkansas and works hard to make the community stronger each day. If you're looking for a bank that offers top-notch customer service and a complete menu of products designed to make your banking experience pleasant and productive, visit your local branch in Fayetteville or Rogers. Sterling Bank is your community bank. Member FDIC.
We've all had that sick feeling of locking our keys in our car. Papa Lock of Northwest Arkansas can get you back on the road in no time. Whether you need the locks changed on your home or business, keys made for your vehicle, or your car unlocked, Papa Lock of Northwest Arkansas provides the highest level of service possible. All of our uniformed locksmiths and technicians are professionally trained and certified, with upfront pricing that you can trust. What you are quoted is what you pay. So when you need a locksmith, call Papa Lock of Northwest Arkansas at 479-444-9900 for the key moments in your life.
Pay attention. This happens fast. You need money. You get a job. Turns out that job doesn't pay near enough for the nonsense it puts you through every day. You want to move fast, but the clock moves slow. You're smart though. You know machines. You want to work at a place as fast as you. You call Medley Equipment Company. They need a technician, and they'll teach you everything you need to know to be the best, with pay raises all along. Because Medley keeps you moving.
I'm Branch Manager Bo Tommy. Visit medley.com or come see us at 2150 Ford Avenue, Springdale, Arkansas.
Here we go, Arkansas. The current Lotto jackpot is over $2.5 million. Someone right here in Arkansas is going to win a life-changing jackpot. How do we know? Because Lotto is only played and won here at home. Feeling good about your chances? Try Lotto today for only $2 per play. Get your ticket at any Arkansas Lottery retailer or on the Jackpocket app. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
WT Equipment is your home for New Holland ag and construction equipment, sales, parts, and service. For high horsepower row crop tractors and combines, utility tractors and hay equipment, compact track loaders, and mini excavators. WT Equipment has it all. Stop by one of their 8 locations to explore the value of New Holland tractors and see why New Holland hay equipment and twin rotor combines are second to none in harvesting ability. Need to upgrade your construction equipment fleet? Give WT Equipment a call. Come by a store or check out their website, WTEquip.com.
Your Mach 1 market moment.
You know, and it's interesting how long-standing companies like this continue to try to evolve and, and keep pace with changing demographics and taste and so forth. I mean, did you see Walmart? They are increasing the size of some of their neighborhood markets. They have 2 that have almost doubled or maybe even tripled in size. They're not the super center, but they are still that neighborhood market concept, but
just giant,
just bigger, just bigger. Again, feeding probably more into the grocery side.
Well, that's their competitive advantage against a lot of other retailers is the grocery side of things, from my understanding.
And you saw that with the earnings, comparing them to like a Target. I mean, and a lot of that was driven by the grocery side.
Visit Mach1FG.com to hear the whole conversation and get your investment questions answered. Mach 1 Financial Group, LLC is an SEC-registered financial advisor located in Bentonville, Arkansas.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Leisha Fogarty with Guild Mortgage. When you look for a home loan, you want a company that is local, experienced, honest, hardworking, and has the loan programs that fit your needs. That's what you will find here at Guild Mortgage. For a lender that is with you from origination through servicing, check us out online at guildmortgage.com or call us at 479-275-0378. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity. Company NMLS number 3274, individual NMLS number 2032905. All loans subject to underwriter approval. Terms and conditions may apply. Subject to change without notice.
Another beautiful summer day out there in Northwest Arkansas, but those temperatures this afternoon are going to be brutally hot. Hey there, I hope you're having a great Monday. I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready weather forecast. Mostly sunny with highs rising into the upper 90s. With that added humidity, it's going to feel like we're around 105 degrees this afternoon. Lows tonight will dip down into the mid-70s, upper 90s for our Tuesday, but a cold front moves in on Wednesday, bringing showers and storms plus cooler temperatures. I'm meteorologist Majestic
ESPN 99.5. It's not a sports show. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
All right, we're back here on ESPN Arkansas, 18 till the hour. Hey, coming up at 7 tonight, Home Run Derby here on ESPN Arkansas. Yeah.
Exciting, right?
Home Run Derby. Woo! All right.
Yeah, DQ's excited. You'll have some time tonight.
Yeah.
You can sit down. You can
explain to everybody what's going on.
No. We've got the Home Run Derby right here on ESPN.
Right. Why does DQ have time tonight?
There were some events over the weekend that took place, and DQ, I feel fairly, was told that she can't take her pizza game on vacation because college football will not be making its journey. But DQ asked a question last week, one of our poll questions, whether or not you would consider skipping work one day for a video game. DQ, anything happened today that you want to talk about?
Someone did skip work.
Okay.
Against your wishes.
Well, no, I just disagree, but that's fine.
You think it's stupid? Just say it.
No, I don't think it's stupid. I think it's.
Hang on. Let's call it what you called it. dweeb behavior.
Okay, that's not dweeb behavior. Zach sent us a whole thing, a whole commitment letter.
Yep, I did.
Talking about the school he wants to go to.
Nerd alert.
That's dweeb behavior.
Nerd alert. Yeah, I agree. Nerd
Did you
alert.
show it to him? And I'll bet you went, yeah. It's
That's
nerd
sweet
prom.
behavior.
It's nerd prom. It is. And for those who are out sick today and tomorrow, see you on the other side.
Pete Alonso on the Bet Saracen app, the odds-on favorite to win the home run derby tonight over Bobby Witt Jr., former Northwest Arkansas natural.
That's true.
Can we call him a natural great?
A legacy.
Legacy.
Yeah, and I think he's in their Hall of Fame.
And then Gunnar Henderson and Marcel Ozuna.
I think Gunnar Henderson is like chasing Aaron Judge for the home run lead. I know Gunner's at 30 or more.
Yeah.
But I will watch probably the first round and then kind of tire of it and go do something else. But
It's like watching the tennis over the weekend, or even the soccer. Like, you watch it for a few minutes, and then you put something else on, and then you go back to it.
Well, last night's soccer match a little different. That was something. That was first of all not Hard Rock Stadium's fault. Not the owners and the administration of Hard Rock Stadium. That has everything to do with the organizational group that runs Copa America. They provide all the security and staffing and all of that stuff, and they went cheap. Yeah. And this is what you got. But I did enjoy the staff from, if you didn't see this, to encapsulate it in 10 words or less. A lot of people showed up without a ticket and wanted in.
And got in.
Then Hard Rock Stadium puts out a notice on social media that anyone without a ticket must leave.
Did they leave? No.
Some of them were escorted out. I think after a while you just kind of gave up. But it was a raucous atmosphere. It was a good match, I guess. Argentina, I think, wound up winning. I fell asleep.
Won.
And
England lost in the Euro, so that's good news.
As usual.
I love that. Very excited about that.
But last night was wild. Was listening to I was watching it, believe it or not, on Telemundo, which had a totally different view of it than Fox did. Fox was there. They almost ignored it to a certain point. Telemundo, they were down in the middle of it, and they had reporters down there. They were having it was wild. But they apparently tore it up. There's an entrance to Hard Rock, which is, I guess, the 72 Dolphins entrance, and they apparently just destroyed it. The fans did on the way in or out, but the place is an absolute mess. It's a place that's hosted very large concerts and Super Bowls. They know what they're doing when they do it. If the NFL had been running security for that, I guarantee you, none of that happens. But it doesn't have anything to do with the stadium or the city of Miami or anything like that. Everything to do with the folks who organized it.
Yeah, it was wild seeing people like I every time I see something like this, any sort of impassioned behavior towards a sporting event, I'm like, God, I wish I cared that much.
About anything.
I would never in a million years, the biggest thing to happen around here lately, probably that Arkansas Duke basketball game, I wouldn't crawl through the air vents to get into Bud Walton Arena for that. I wouldn't do it.
It was dangerous for a while. There were some players that I guess their families got trapped in the middle of the melee, and the players couldn't get to them or get out of the locker room to go help their families, and it was a little dangerous there for a while. And it's soccer's like that. And that's why the NFL, you have to appreciate the NFL when they do security at a Super Bowl, which is a one-off event. Man, it is hard to get near that building without having to go through several security checks to get anywhere near the building. That stuff just doesn't happen.
Oh, the perimeter is like a mile away. You have to start arriving at like noon for a 5:30, 6:30 kickoff at the Super Bowl.
Melee is a good word.
Melee
is a really good word.
Brouhaha. Dust up.
Melee is shorter.
Kerfuffle.
Yeah, those words are very long. Ethan and Atkins, DQ's mortal enemy, says the fans had the heart of a Razorback. Nothing was keeping them out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, those Columbia fans, and it looked like a lot of them were wearing Columbia clothes, right?
I don't know what the breakdown was, but
they all had the heart of a Razorback. There's no doubt about that.
Everybody who climbed the fence to get in, heart of a Razorback.
If you've ever climbed through an air vent to see your team play, You might be a sports fan.
Yeah. I mean, I've snuck into sporting events before, but not like that.
I don't think I've ever snuck into one. I don't think so. I mean, no, I haven't. Never done that. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm the law and order host here.
Are you?
Keep it all. Yeah, I don't speed. I don't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, Titus and Winterville's right. Like, if you were there, you would have been wearing North Carolina colors. Well, North Carolina's kind of close to the Argentina.
Well, that's
border,
Argentina,
so,
right? Yeah.
Did you see the
Shakira? Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes, I did.
Is there something you'd like to talk about?
Nope.
Nope. Just leave it at that.
Nope.
Did you see Messi's ankle?
Was
swollen
my up,
gosh!
all big
yeah, I mean, a lot of the injuries that happen are fake, and guys rolling around like they're on a movie set. But Messi's ankle was not great.
All right.
DQ, this one's for you. Dr. K would like to know he's a 10, but he called in sick today.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we're getting a lot of mileage out of this topic.
She's very upset. But it's Monday. He probably had a little sniffle. It's fine. I'm starting to get a little sniffle, sore throat.
Yeah. You need some lozenges?
Nope. No. I'm just going to ride this one out the natural way. But
all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all from what occurred here with the weekend of the sport. Yesterday was a lot going on with the sports. You have the soccer and the Wimbledon. That jerk Djokovic lost. Thank God. I hate that guy.
What's wrong with him?
He sucks.
Okay.
I like the Alcaraz. He's a man of the people. He's up there in the crowd celebrating after he wins. Yeah, come on. What's better than that? And Kate's there handing out the trophy.
Kate.
Yeah, the Princess of Wales.
Really?
Yeah, she was there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Handing out the trophy. That's a big deal. Big deal. All right. And of course, to top all of that, SEC Media Day is going on now in Dallas, Texas.
Man,
absolutely phenomenal. Let's see here. Yeah, we were talking about this with Tommy, and there's always one. Shane Beamer, your boy. 17-minute opening statement.
But he doesn't want to answer questions.
Right.
You've only got a limited amount of time.
You only get 30. Right. So he burned through more than half of his time by filibustering. You know what? I'd like to see someone go for 25 minutes of just talking. I'd like to see that.
The strategy is what Leach did, which is, all right, what are your questions? Let the media punch themselves out. They can only ask you about 10 minutes.
You'll be there less than 30 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
So that's kind of the smart way to go about it, and he had obviously been through that before. But Shane Beamer, this is all new to him. He's up there talking about his players. They were talking about Rocket Sanders at one point. Remember, he transferred to
remember him.
He transferred to South Carolina, apparently healthy and poised for a big year. But
now, the other thing that happens, I got the Arkansas Media Guide here on my computer.
Yeah.
And the cover of the Media Guide features no coaches and no players. It features the media. It's a Razorback helmet and then a picture of the full Razorback Stadium press box. That's the cover.
I'd be curious to know why. There's so many talking points around this, and you feature the press box.
Because you can't put the offensive coordinator on the cover of a media guide.
Can't
It's generally bad form.
But you could put Taylor Green on there. You could put Landon Jackson on there.
You could. They put no one on there. Last year it was Pittman, I think. I just deleted last year's. I keep the most current one on file here for arguments and stuff like that. But so the media making the cover of the Arkansas Football Media Guide. So
all right,
that'll be one that everyone will definitely want to get a cover.
That'll be the banner on everybody's social media. That's me. That's me.
You see that guy out of focus down there on the second row? That's me. That's me. Oh man. All right. Ethan and Atkins says Rocket will be healthy until they start losing. Then he'll have a nagging injury.
Wow. We're doing that already?
They said it, not me. I just read the text. I don't write this stuff.
Guys are angry. It's not even Thursday yet. Pittman hadn't even spoken.
Yeah, he has not. No, he hasn't made it yet.
It'll be. They'll go on. Everything is great. Nobody's ever lost at media days. Everything will be wonderful. Your team looks like an SEC team. And it'll be fine until,
Every coach likes their team.
Of course.
Because it would be really bad for business if in July a coach got up there and goes, you know what, this team's not that good. That would be very bad for business if anybody did that. So they're not going to do that. All right. ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app. 866-285-4005. Media Days coverage brought to you by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. Locally owned and operated by a family of U of A alumni. Largest selection of Razorback merchandise south of the North Pole. It doesn't get more Razorback than the Stadium Shop. Shop on Razorback.com. WT Equipment, your New Holland dealer for over 50 years. WT has earned the trust of the hardest working people in the country. Go to WTEquip.com. WT Equipment, your partner in progress. And by Lindbergh Real Estate Group, serving all of Northwest Arkansas, Missouri, and the River Valley. Get a cash offer on your home in 72 hours. LindberghTeam.com. All right, stand by. There's more coming up soon.
It's Monday, July 15th. I'm Phil Reed. This is your 4029 News Update. Today is day one of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. Former President Donald Trump arrived yesterday. The woman accused of kidnapping and killing a pregnant Siloam Springs woman and her unborn baby is expected in court today in Benton County. Police say Amber Waterman lured 33-year-old Ashley Bush into her car, killed her, and tried to take her child. A project to improve walkability around Prairie Street and Southwest Avenue will begin in Fayetteville today. SEC Media Day starts today. This is a chance for fans to hear from players and coaches ahead of the season, from the River Valley to Northwest Arkansas and everywhere in between. Make 4029 your home for the best live, local, and late-breaking news.
The PBR Challenger Series returns to Northwest Arkansas. It's the ABC Supply Company's Bucking in the Ozarks, presented by Sam's Furniture. Don't miss 2 big nights of the toughest sport on earth as the best bull riders go head-to-head against the rankest, meanest, wildest bucking bulls in the world. July 19th and 20th in Springdale, Arkansas at the Parsons Stadium, 8 p.m. nightly. Adult tickets start at $18 and kids tickets start at only $8. Buy your tickets now at rodeotheozarks.org. It's the PBR coming to Springdale, Arkansas.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
The only local, family, and alumni-owned Razorback store.
Yep, our names are on Senior Walk, and we understand what that charging Razorback means.
From new students to season ticket holders, we have everything you need.
From floor coverings, wall art, game room items, and other stuff to decorate your home or dorm room.
To things for your pet or all sorts of clothing, we have it all.
We feature brands like Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, Columbia, and many, many others, all in the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
You know, your dad's side's starting to go viral.
Hey, what, is that a new thing? Can I get a pill or a shot for that?
Anyway, you can call us at 479-STADIUM or 479-782-3486.
Or drop by the store at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baumwalker Stadium in Fayetteville. If you need to, you can shop us online at them Gram thing.
Dad, let me do this. What he means is our website, which is shoponrazorback.com.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go
Hogs.
This year, we considered hiring an ad agency to help with our marketing.
They pitched impressive visuals and a script that was inspiring.
And exotic animal mascots to help grab your attention.
In the end, we just decided to tell it to you straight. Shelter Insurance has award-winning customer service at affordable rates.
Plus, our local agents are there to help you understand what coverage you need.
Call Sean Garrison in Rogers or Griggs Covington in Farmington.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Oh my gosh, Becky, look at that sign. It looks like one of those that Sign Studio made.
Well, that's because it probably is. Hi, I'm Matt Reese, COO of Sign Studio. Don't let the name fool you. We're not just signs. From interior and exterior signage to business cards, banners, and promotional items, Sign Studio can help take your business to the next level. We're passionate about helping you grow your brand. Our in-house design and production team allows for quick turnaround, and we have multiple locations to serve all of your Northwest Arkansas signage needs. Follow us online or call 479-250-4844.
Hey y'all, it's Crystal from Cards, and I have some exciting news. We're thrilled to announce that Cards is now offering online residential setup for our Arkansas customers. Yep, you heard it right. Signing up for top-notch waste management services just got easier than ever before. Simply head on over to carsrecycling.com and you'll be on your way to a hassle-free waste management in no time. Visit carsrecycling.com today and experience the future of waste management. Cards, making life cleaner and easier for you.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. Arkansas football begins in 45 days. From the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
Media Days 2024 from Dallas. This is ESPN Arkansas on the Hit That Line Now app. 866-285-4005. I'm rocking my vintage SEC logo T-shirt today. You know, the diamond with the stripes through it, circa 1990. This is Roy Kramer's SEC. My commissioner, Roy Kramer.
Okay, we're claiming commissioners.
Yeah, that's
okay.
right. Yeah, my commissioner. Yes, exactly.
You go, Kramer.
That's right. Well, Mike Slive was very nice as well. He was a very pleasant man. We spoke to him many times through the years on the morning show down at SEC Media Days in Hoover. So there you go. But Roy Kramer started this whole. Roy Kramer invented divisions and a championship game.
He did.
To get that going.
Almost that was almost a one and done.
The BCS.
If you watch the documentary on the first SEC title game, that was had Florida won that game, that would have been the first and only SEC title because that would have knocked Alabama out of the Sugar Bowl.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. JT says, the media is on the cover of the media guide. Does that mean it's the media's fault if Arkansas sucks this year? Probably. We get blamed for everything else, so of course it'll be our fault if the team is bad this year. So yeah, that's probably something that has crossed people's mind at some point. We've got a home run derby. Now, here's another thing happening. This moment in time, right now, gaming systems are cranking up across the world.
Lives are changing right now.
Because the game, now I don't understand how all this works, because I thought it went live tomorrow.
No.
But now it's live today. If you paid extra for
if you bought a certain configuration,
suckers.
2 minutes ago.
Suckers. That's what you are. You're a sucker.
I don't know.
You're a sucker.
Again,
why don't you light $100 on? Give it to me. It's a better investment.
No,
I'll turn your $100
because
into nothing.
For the people that called in, they are going to be enjoying them. They're going to have the best 12 hours of their life.
Are they going to pleasure themselves?
They are going to pleasure themselves to many victories today.
That's good. That's right. So the game is live now.
Somebody just put out it just says the game is live and it's narrated by Anthony Mackie.
Okay.
Now, this is not a small-time production.
Right. The game is live.
This is the real deal.
And yes,
so if you're listening and playing, I would just like give me some feedback. That's all I'm interested in. Because I have to wait.
You are too cheap to get the game today. You're getting it tomorrow, which is also costs more.
I had a plan and that plan fell apart. And I did what I always do, which is I run around like JoJo the Idiot Circus Boy and start buying stuff when I shouldn't. I had a plan. I was going to be able to make it till Friday. I had, a day or two before I got to jump on a plane, and I was going to spend it doing nothing but that. Well, then I watched the trailer and got goosebumps and was like, I got to have this immediately, and yeah.
So you know what this means? You still love college football. Some of us have given up. Not you.
No,
still love it.
I do.
You still love it.
I love everything about the sport except the people in it. Or actually, I shouldn't say that. The people who run it. I love college football except for the people who run it.
That's what they used to say about show business would be great if all those actors weren't in the way.
Exactly.
That's what they used to say about
Here's
that.
Ryan. He is leaving work, driving home to play right now.
No speeding, Ryan.
Good on you,
Slow
Ryan.
down.
Yeah,
they're
Ryan,
looking for you today.
Remember, a ticket and then 3 hots and a cot. We'll have to get Jackie down there.
Jackie Mock will have to help you out. That's right.
Do you think a cop would let you go if you got pulled over and you're like, look, dude, I'm just trying to get home to play the game?
No.
So,
yeah. So I'm trying to just understand this from the simplest term. If you went cheapest of cheap, you play Friday.
Correct.
If you went like middle tier, you play tomorrow.
That's me.
And if you went like gold club status, you're playing right now.
You're playing right now.
I see. All right.
And look,
brilliant.
If you went gold status,
they've got y'all wrapped around their finger over there at EA Sports. They got you.
No, they know. But this will also signal the death of Madden.
Because okay.
That's why they were trying to send out the bundle and all of that stuff. So
can you do the same thing with Madden? Can you play it 3 different times?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they do the same thing with Madden.
Okay. Why not do this at midnight? Why'd they wait till 4 Eastern in the afternoon? 3 our time.
My guess is that they have been preparing those servers for just the onslaught that they are going to face today.
Has it crashed yet? I figure it'll crash.
They're pretty good. I mean, this is all they do. This is what they do.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, there's some people right now that are their lives have changed.
Yeah.
Their lives have significantly
There
changed.
was their life before 3 o'clock on July 15th,
right.
and now there is their life after 3 o'clock on
That
July
is correct.
15th.
And I'm
4 Eastern.
Again, Keith in Fort Smith. Let me know how it's going, man. I just want to know.
Yeah.
Now, we did, DQ, we found out, and actually, Derek is reporting that
I have sources, yes.
He has sources. The hog call in the game.
Right.
They raise their hands, they move their hands, but no jazz fingers.
Nope, no twinkling of the fingers, no. So this definitively would settle this argument,
That is
right?
correct, yes.
You don't do this,
That
you
is
just
right.
do
It's,
this.
you move your hands,
Right.
not your fingers.
Right. Which is what you have
I have
lobbied
been,
for
exactly,
years.
Yes.
And now it's in the game now,
Yeah,
so you
like
can't
they
go
say,
back.
if it's in the game, it's in the game.
Right.
And DQ, I'd like to hear, because you're an advocate for jazz
On
fingers.
the U of A website, it says jazz fingers.
I understand. But the game, which is a representation of the fans based on hundreds of hours of video, is hand movement.
Hundreds of hours.
Hundreds of minutes and no jazz fingers.
It's not what it says on the U of A website.
I understand, but I'm telling you that it's in the game.
When's the last time they updated that?
That's a good point.
I don't know. It's not what they teach you at orientation every single year.
Oh, boy. Orientation.
Orientation. Nobody pays attention at orientation. Did you? I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They tell you where the buildings are.
Spoofer Stone.
Yeah, we got a text about 30 minutes ago that said it was 30 minutes till Arkansas's first national championship.
That's right.
So,
yes.
Hey, guys, I want to hear about it.
Who's your coach in that game? You? How does that work?
Well, the coaching thing, they don't have the rights to the coaches' names, so some of them are
right. The coaches,
the coaches
they
did
didn't
not
want their
participate,
$600, so they didn't put them in there.
So anyway, that was the big news that Derek unearthed today, was that they don't use jazz fingers. So I support this fully.
So you're fully into this and approve this.
Great question from Jamie in Fayetteville. DQ went to orientation every year?
No, but they taught me. I guess if they stopped teaching it like that, but I doubt it.
Now, we have a day early. I have to give you an Arkansas Edge update because there is quite an update to provide on the Arkansas Edge.
This requires fanfare and
Now, first of all, the director of 7 months, Chris Bauer, is leaving due to personal reasons. So we wish him well. But they're starting over again for the second time in this calendar year. They have a new leader named Kyle May and Alex Harper, the director of corporate partnerships. And I'm not going to go rainwater and read you the entire release here. But here's what's happening.
Read it.
Here's what's happening. And I think we have some responsibility in this.
Oh, we have culpability or responsibility?
Potato, tomato.
Okay.
The let's do it grassroots individuals, that method has failed. And now they've got people from the corporate world. The Kyle May used to work for the Walton Arts Center and the AMP, recruiting corporate sponsors. They're going all in on recruiting corporate money now. And maybe, since you're getting somebody that worked at Walton Arts Center and the AMP, maybe this is an inroad to get some of that Walton money. Maybe it is. I don't know.
DQ, I had shower thoughts yesterday when he sent us the text about that. I was thinking about this as we were going along, and I'm not picking on Taylor Green. He's just the first example that comes to mind. There's nothing good about putting your quarterback out there with a $70,000 truck in this economy and then asking people for more money. That's a hard sell, particularly in this state. And it's just bad optics. And it was a bad idea from day one, asking your fans to bankroll these players' lifestyles. Now, if it's a corporate donation, we never see it. So it's not as egregious. But I was thinking about that yesterday. There's just nothing. If Taylor Green's out doing, and I'm not picking on Taylor Green, but if Taylor Green's out doing commercials and earning the money instead of it just being a handout as part of his deal, then okay, fine. I have no problem with that. If he's doing commercials for the car company, cool, no problem. But we don't see that in most of the state. And then they trumpet this $70,000 ride, which I'm not saying he didn't earn. I'm just saying it's bad optics, and it's hard to ask me as an alum or a resident for more money when I'm like, I'm struggling to pay my light bill this month.
So they have abandoned in the press release today. There is no mention for the Drive at 5. There's no mention of it at all.
Stuck at 782.
It failed, and so this signifies a shift where if you want to donate as an individual, they will accept that. But they have learned through their efforts so far that we relying on everybody to do $25 a month is not a viable path forward for us. We need, as we sat here and said months ago, they need to go get some whales. And where are the whales? In the corporate world, up here. And where do the whales spend money? At the AMP. They get the fancy seats. They get the boxes, all that at the Walton Arts Center. Well, now you have someone with Kyle May who has those connections already. So maybe you can convince some of those people, even if they're not from here, that this is something that they need to be a part of as well. And they have, it looks like to me, given up on the whole, hey, if you want to be good, you fans better donate. They've given up on that strategy, which failed.
I never liked that strategy, going to the people and saying it's your obligation. It's your, it's state pride. It's this, it's that. I never liked that idea. Most people would rather eat than see another win over Western Carolina. I never liked the optics of that. I thought that was not thought out well at all. This seems like a better plan, but like you said, you're now hitting the plunger and starting over again, and you're behind. You're behind in that. Now, here's one of my questions: is what happens to the 782 people who have already donated?
They're still running that card every month.
Okay, all right, okay. So that's one of my questions.
Yes. Well, they're not going to stop running that card until you tell them to.
Yeah.
So this is a change, but it starts again at the top. Hunter Yurachek has never been in favor of this, and so this is the main reason the school has been woefully behind on NIL stuff, is because he is to a degree stuck in the past on this in terms of college athletics.
I never liked farming it out to a third party that doesn't understand dynamics. In a boardroom on a whiteboard, anything can look like it'll make money. Then you have to throw the people in. You have to separate people from their money. And that's, in some states, can be very, very difficult to do. And I thought the optics of asking the fans, hey, we're going to give player X a $75,000 car. Oh, by the way, we need more to keep this going.
Yeah.
I thought that was that from an optics standpoint, that was just the wrong way to go about it.
So I don't know if we're going to keep doing a Drive for 5 update every week. This may be an end of, frankly, comedy gold here on Ruscin and Zach, which we're not happy about. But they are
we'll find something else
on something, and whatever's going on with Chris Bauer, we wish him well. But it seems like they have pivoted yet again on their approach. This reminds me, Zach, of hiring a coach. You get a defensive coach, that doesn't work, go get an offensive coach. That doesn't work, go get a defensive coch. Well, you get a player's coach, you get a disciplinary. You just go back and forth here. So.
I thought the idea of maybe copycatting other schools, and this state's unique. Every school is unique in their NIL fundraising. Some schools have it down. Some schools can go to alums or business partners or whatever they can. Arkansas has been unable to find their way, other than going to the usual suspects. And, it may work for basketball, great, but now you got a football problem, and you got to figure that part of it out. And, and then you got to finance the other sports as well.
This makes sense because, if you get more corporate donations here, well, then that opens up sponsorship opportunities. You can go do truck commercials or whatever the case might be. Versus this, so the grassroots thing has failed. It's over, and they're pivoting on this again to try something else with the way that they do NIL. So we'll see if this generates anything. But man, if they couldn't strike while the iron was white hot when Bobby Petrino was hired, it's going to be tough. Because for 3 days there was nothing bigger than that. And they relaunched the second time with that deal.
And then they got Cal, and they expected the money to just pour in. And I think what they realized was that the fans are in one of two camps. Either show me before I do this, or I just fiscally can't give you what you want. Like somebody just said, "Hey, I just bought a new car, but hey, let's get a player at 24 because he needs it." That's a really tough ask.
Well, this is the disconnect with the Kyle May and Harrods is the branding and the marketing on this has been wrong from the jump, and now you've got to just pull the chain here and come up with a new way. And again, my suggestion, because we've sat up here and criticized this thing for months, but I've told them you make it like the Packers. You give people a bunch of Fugazi stock certificates and make them feel like they own the thing, and then people will be happy to part with some of their money if you make it that way.
Yeah,
but also you got to get some corporate, some people with some big money, and maybe this is an inroad to get to the Waltons. Maybe it is because this guy worked for 11 years with the Walton Arts Center and the AMP, with the Waltons. So maybe you can open that checkbook up a little bit, which is many people who don't know have always wondered, well, why aren't they doing that? Well, they're all Missouri people. Like, why would they donate to this school? And they did donate to this school because the business school is called the Sam M. Walton College of Business.
It is.
So they have done their part, just not on the athletic side. Okay. 17 minutes after the hour here, Ruscin and Zach, 866-285-4005 is how you're going to get in touch with us here.
Now you pissed Ethan off.
Why?
He doesn't really own a piece of the Packers?
No. No. Is he the mailman?
He is the mailman and
Lord.
DQ's mortal enemy.
Settle down, all right? Okay. Bet Saracen is Arkansas' favorite sports betting app. Home Run Derby on Bet Saracen. We told you earlier, Pete Alonso is the betting favorite right now on the Bet Saracen app. They've got that there. They've got a bunch of football stuff on there for the upcoming season. Arkansas plays in 45 days, folks. Bet Saracen's where you want to be because Vegas odds are cool, but you have to be there to legally bet those odds. And Arkansas law prevents the big, gross national apps from operating. in our state. No sirree, not here. So go to the App Store and download Bet Saracen or go to betsaracen.com. App Store, Bet Saracen, or betsaracen.com.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
That is my sense of humor coming across.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
It started as a dream, and here you are. It's moving day. But wait, isn't moving supposed to be stressful? Oh, that's right. You bought your home using Weichert Realtors. Your Weichert agent guided you from start to finish to help make sure we found you your perfect place. Dream, move, home, Weichert. Call your local Weichert Realtors office today and make your move. And look for our bright yellow signs. At Weichert Realtors, we sell more because we do more. Each Weichert franchised office is independently owned and operated.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Because comfort keeps us going. So grab your family, your friends, and your Wrangler layers for some fresh air adventures together. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hog truck.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
If you're interested in continuing your involvement in high school athletics and want to make some extra money, what better way to do so than by becoming an official? For information on how you can give back to student athletes in Arkansas, please contact us at 501-955-2500. Again, that's 501-955-2500. The Arkansas Activities Association is looking for sports officials, and you may be the answer.
We've all had that sick feeling of locking our keys in our car. Papa Lock of Northwest Arkansas can get you back on the road in no time. Whether you need the locks changed on your home or business, keys made for your vehicle, or your car unlocked, Papa Lock of Northwest Arkansas provides the highest level of service possible. All of our uniformed locksmiths and technicians are professionally trained and certified, with upfront pricing that you can trust. What you are quoted is what you pay. So when you need a locksmith, call Papa Lock of Northwest Arkansas at 479-444-9900 for the key moments in your life.
Hey, you! Yeah, you. Are you looking to purchase a new home or refinance your current home? This is Joey Phillips, Gill Mortgage Company. We have the right home loan products to help make your dreams a reality. From VA, USDA, FHA, down payment assistance, and many other loan programs. Give us a call at 870-416-3755. Visit us online at gillmortgage.com or stop by and see us at 816 North Main Street, Harrison, Arkansas. Gill Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, Company MLS 3274, Individual MLS 410-478. All loans subject to underwriting approval, terms and conditions apply. Subject to change without notice.
Hey gang, Blake Young here with Wood Power Sports. Currently, we are overstocked on select Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, and Can-Am product. If you're in the market for a new side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle, come see us soon. We're about to blow these out, and I can promise you they won't last long. Also, these products are high-demand products, not your typical on-sale stuff that no one wants. Our deals won't be beat, and your buying experience will be unmatched. We look forward to serving you. Wood Power Sports, solid name you can trust.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body, family owned and operated for over 40 years, is your collision repair specialist. Only 15% of collision repair shops achieve iCar Gold Class status, the highest training level recognized in the industry. Courtney Hollingsworth is proud to be one of them. Put your vehicle repairs in the hands of the experts. Call Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body today at 479-751-3801. That's 751-3801. And online at CourtneyHollingsworth.com.
We hear you. Losing weight is hard, but at Voxy Wellness in Rogers, we're going to let you in on our secret. We have a solution for people who are ready to eliminate stubborn fat for good and find a leaner, healthier you. Our safe and effective injections target fat cells directly, accelerating your weight loss and helping you shed those extra pounds faster than before. The consultation can be done online or in person. To get started, visit VoxyNWA.com. That's Voxy as in V for victory, OXYNWA.com.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted Best Garage Door Company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
ESPN 99.5. We don't read the headlines, we make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
A lot has happened in the last 5 minutes.
We have breaking news.
Yeah, we have breaking news. Ty will join us in an hour from Dallas, but in an effort to win favor with the university, we now read only officially sanctioned news by the University of Arkansas's athletic department. If you're looking for officially sanctioned news at your newsstand, just look for the collegiate licensing sticker at the bottom of your favorite newspaper. Your news is brought to you by The Good Chair, because I'd have a place to sit. Get The Good Chair only at the Stadium Shop. Stop by. Tell Robert Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you want a seat in The Good Chair. SEC Media Days is underway in the Metroplex. LSU, South Carolina, Mississippi, Vanderbilt all at the podium today. Sam Pittman and the Razorbacks, they get last day duty. 10:35 on Thursday morning.
Yeah, you said duty.
10:35 on Thursday morning is when Sam is scheduled to speak, or he won't speak. I don't know. It's the last day of the event. We'll talk to Ty about that in about an hour. Hagen Smith, number 5 overall to the Chicago White Sox. So RIP to Hagen Smith's career. Peyton Stovall selected today in the 4th round by the Cincinnati Red Stockings.
Oh, Ellie Dela Cruz. Hey.
Should be fun, right?
Yeah.
Former Razorback and current Northwest Arkansas natural Caden Wallace has been traded to the Washington Nationals in exchange. Washington sends right-handed pitcher Hunter Harvey to the Royals. We'll go to our Nationals correspondent, Derek. Who is Hunter Harvey?
I don't know.
Wallace was hitting
Welcome, Caden. Welcome to the franchise.
Wallace was hitting .282 with 3 home runs, 16 RBIs, 34 games this season.
I'm not. This is a perfect example. My national fandom, frankly, is how you should all be behaving, and I'll tell you why. I don't expect much from this team, and so when they achieve little, I'm pleased.
You're celebrating a trade.
When they lose 2 out of 3 to Milwaukee, I get pissed off, or they get swept by the Mets.
Right.
But they are 44 and 53. I thought they would be one of the 3 worst teams in the sport.
They're not.
They are not.
No.
And so this is how we should all consume sports. Expect Arkansas every year to win 2. And then if they win 4, you'll be tickled pink. They win 6, you'll be over the moon.
That's right.
This is how we should all consume sports. Expect nothing. That way, you're always pleasantly surprised to a certain degree.
Okay.
Thank you for attending my TED Talk.
On the other side, it took exactly 94 seconds. The Electronic Arts sports football servers have crashed, locking out thousands of people who took the day off.
I just won $70 on that. So.
94 seconds, and it crashed. DQ, any news from you on the home front?
I'm sure it'll get back up.
Okay.
They usually have
backups to the backups.
Pretty quick resolutions.
They only had 11 years to get ready for this.
Well,
for this day.
Yeah, but these things always happen.
What's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen Friday? Well, when every cretin who wasn't willing to spend the money can play. Oh, it's going to blow up.
I'm being told that this happens literally on every big video game launch, but again, they didn't have 11 years to get ready. EA did.
Well, video games take a while to.
But you have to be able to anticipate.
And they didn't start making this thing the day after the 14 came out.
No, I'm not. But I'm talking about the servers not being technically ready.
It always happens.
Okay. Does it happen?
Common thing.
It's really.
Does it happen in the pizza game?
No.
Okay.
But
how's your
millions aren't logging in at one time to play the pizza game.
How's your guy?
Good.
The bear train. Oh, please.
Hang
on. Update. No. Go ahead.
No, never mind.
No update on the pizza game?
No.
All right.
I have a garden.
You have a garden game.
Oh.
Well, no, it's not. Well, I have a garden in the
You're
game.
growing.
Now.
You're going farm to table.
Yeah.
Look at that. Growing your own toppings.
I'm growing garlic.
Wow, DQ going farm to table with her pizzas.
I also won. I'm the best pizza place in town.
Whoa! Now, hang on. Is this one of those deals where you stuffed the ballot box and bought advertising?
No, I didn't buy any advertising. I actually defeated the long-standing champ.
I'll buy. How? Did you take him out back?
I don't know exactly.
Okay. Hold on.
I think I was destined to. I don't know how I could have. I don't know if there was much I could have changed.
James is listening to us in a sauna in Clinton.
What?
James sitting in the sauna, Clinton. That's what he texted in.
Couple of questions here, James. Are you alone? Because this would be awkward. And why?
Are you in the sauna or are you just sitting in the backyard? Because, I mean, it's about the same right now, temperature-wise, right?
Yes.
It may be cooler in the sauna, honestly.
May be. Yeah.
They may go in for a sauna for a break from the hot temperatures.
DQ, do you get a plaque on your wall that says "Best of the Best"?
I did get a sign or something.
You have to buy money and you have to buy ads in the paper to get that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I asked.
I got a sign.
Okay.
To put somewhere. I'm not sure.
Okay, James has just responded with nope. I don't know if that's to the question, are you wearing pants?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see here.
I hope he's wearing pants.
Yeah.
I'm wearing pants. No problem if I wasn't.
Great question from JT here. You've been trying to get favor from the university by reading university-approved news. Have you gotten anywhere with gaining favor? No.
What are we doing?
We're just going to keep trying. DQ. Poll questions.
Your Ruscin and Zach X polls. What is the average time period you actually mean when you say the other day? Yesterday, last week, last month, last year. 6% of people said last year. 16% of people like me usually mean last month when they say the other day. And 70% say they mean last week.
It's very confusing.
By the way, Michael is consuming this show on the toilet. Thank you, Michael.
Good place to do it.
Yes, the best place. Go ahead.
Be honest, when you're hand washing plates or bowls, do you wash the bottom of them? 81% of people said yes. I imagine probably 40% of those people are lying. 18% were completely honest and said no. And then someone replied that their kids stack the plates, so the bottoms always have disgusting stuff on them, so they have to wash them. And do you wish you could still use the excuse, my mom said no, when you don't want to do something? 84% of people said yes. And those are your Ruscin and Zach X polls. Go grab grass.
DQ, we have a late poll question that was sent to me via email. When a dog barks, what does it sound like? Bark, woof, or arf?
You're funny.
Which one?
Very, very funny.
DQ, not taking the bait.
He sent in a trick the other day that was actually a lot better than that attempt.
So he's slipping. He's falling down on the job.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'd be able to find the text he sent where he wanted me to say the word.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get her to do it at some point.
Maybe on our last day, whatever that is.
Could be today. Who knows?
Oh, DQ would quit and not give 2 weeks. She's just fed up. That would happen.
Okay, but in radio, do you really want someone, do you really want the 2 weeks rule?
No.
See, because when you quit, or when you quit at a bar, you don't want that person to get 2 weeks because they'll just give the bar away.
Right. DQ FedEx guy wants to know, what's the name of your pizza place?
Good pizza, great pizza. Or that's the game's name.
What's the name of your place?
See, I thought I knew it.
FedEx guy 2 would like to know, does your pizza place give to Arkansas's NIL fund?
No.
Okay.
They haven't been recruited from a corporate standpoint yet. Well, the guy just got the job today. I mean, let's give him some time to move his desk around.
They have not
and
contacted us.
Yeah. By the way, this conversation more interesting than anything happening on Radio Row right now at SEC Media Days. You know what I mean? This here. This is better than all that.
Okay,
put
but
together.
you know how this goes. Day one, everybody's it's straight-laced. Everybody's trying to be professional. By Thursday is when things get off the rails. You've been doing the same thing for 3 days. Day 4, Pittman's leading off. There isn't tomorrow is a really good day for media days. By Thursday,
Kirby's there.
Heupel's there. Then you got Texas coming. It's a good day. But by Thursday, you just want to go home.
Right.
So and they've had the big night out, so everybody's hungover.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
the big karaoke, all that stuff. Yeah.
DQ, here's a text. Are you quietly quitting?
No.
Okay. No, she's got vacation to take.
There was when this thing was in Hoover, there was 2 or 3 writers that one day they'd get to go to some local breakfast spot and have breakfast with Mike Slive. That was their big thing. Yeah. In his booth at the little diner that he went to.
That would be like working for a large corporation and have breakfast with the CEO.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But it was only less than a handful of people got to do it. And, they're 40 and maybe Barnhart and Dennis Dodd, one of these people. They're the elites, the media elites. Those people. They get to, go to the little breakfast diner and, get a ham and cheese omelet with Mike Slive back in the day. So that's, I don't know what they do in Dallas. I don't know if anybody gets that.
Well, Dallas is a little bit bigger city. You've got more options, more things to do. Yeah. And like Tommy said last hour, the food trucks are there. The food will be good. People will come home heavier than they left.
Good food.
Yeah,
city.
I feel like the food there will be exemplary.
Next year, Atlanta again for the media days. You're thrilled about that. I think it's your turn to go.
DQ Smack Daddy wants you to offer your pizza place up to host the Pittman show.
We could do that. I do.
Do you have the room?
I have seating. Yeah.
For a moderately sized crowd.
Yeah.
Of varying ages.
Nice tables.
Okay.
Plants on my tables.
All right. Is there room to park the walkers? Because that's very important.
They can park them in my garden.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Is there a circle drive where they can put the buses?
No, I am located in a city, so.
All right. Well, you gotta.
Yeah.
It's tough in the city. It's tough. Not a lot of room to maneuver. These major.
The Uber driver often complains that he's parked in a loading dock zone, so I have to speed it up.
Boy, they've thought of everything.
They have. This is a great game.
I love it. Are you going to play this or watch a home run derby tonight, DQ?
Yeah, DQ. What are you going to be watching tonight?
Because the EA servers are down, so that's
they're back up.
Oh man,
DQ. What are you going to be watching
down
tonight?
For
I don't know. I don't have any plans tonight.
Why is that?
Surprisingly.
Here somebody says, quiet quitters never tell you they're quitting.
Is there a trivia night somewhere you can crash?
Everyone I know is busy.
Wow.
Like, the 2 other people I would hang out with are gone.
Mm-hmm.
One other person is doing this game.
Sounds like you're going to spend a night with Benson and Stable.
You and me.
I need more hobbies.
DQ Texter, the 870 would like to know when you're talking to your employees, and they have to go out into the garden, do you tell them to go grab grass?
I appear to be the only employee.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you got to keep your overhead low.
Yep.
You really do, yeah.
I have to look out for me.
Maximize your bottom line.
Profits high, overhead low.
Right.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, you get yourself a couple of high school kids in there on the weekends, so you don't have to work weekends.
They'll work cheap.
Right. Yeah. And I'd ask you to find a responsible high school kid, but I haven't found one of those yet. If I do, I'll recommend him to you.
That'd be an accomplishment.
That'd be news.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, can you take advantage of the lack of child labor laws and like put some 13-year-olds in there
there's an
running the
idea.
oven and stuff?
Interns are the way to go.
Interning in pizza.
That isn't a viable business model to some people.
It is.
Yes, it is.
All right. We will be back in a moment here on Ruscin and Zach. You can text us or call us at 866-285-4005.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
If I'm stalking someone, though, I'm really careful.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Your Mach 1 market moment.
And it's interesting how long-standing companies like this continue to try to evolve and, keep pace with changing demographics and taste and so forth. I mean, did you see Walmart? They are increasing the size of some of their neighborhood markets. They have 2 that have almost doubled or maybe even tripled in size. They're not the super center, but they are still that neighborhood market concept, but
just giant,
just bigger, just bigger. Again, feeding probably more into the grocery side.
Well, that's their competitive advantage against a lot of other retailers is the grocery side of things, from my understanding.
And you saw that with the earnings comparing them to like a Target. I mean, and a lot of that was driven by the grocery side.
Visit Mach1FG.com to hear the whole conversation and get your investment questions answered. Mach 1 Financial Group, LLC is an SEC-registered financial advisor located in Bentonville, Arkansas.
Walk-Ons is always a win, whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner. Walk-Ons has you covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into their mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp, plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location in Rogers, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Conway, and Little Rock, or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
To you, a tractor isn't a toy. It's a tool, and you use it all the time. For every application on every job site, or for all the small jobs around your farm. If you're tired of big payments on those tools, it's time to check out a new TYM tractor at Tatum Motor Company. With a new TYM, you can get the reliability you need for every job. If you also need something that's versatile, you have to check out the TYM and all the available attachments. It's perfect for any job. And most importantly, you want something that's affordable. Get a new tractor with the same features and capability for less. A new TYM from Tatum Motor Company is unmatched in affordability. Go ahead, compare prices. You'll see the best value is a new TYM tractor at Tatum Motor Company in Anderson, Missouri and Tawnytown, Arkansas.
I'm Paul with Tatum Motor Company. Visit us online at tatummotor.com.
DJ Williams in the building talking about testosterone therapy in Rogers, Arkansas. Tell me about it.
First, let me let you know it's testosterone replacement therapy. Not only your energy, but helps that muscle mass and even lifts your mood. That's big time. It's perfect for anyone that just wants to feel a little bit younger and a little bit stronger.
So you said the clinic name is MD Hair Labs and Vitality. They're located in Rogers next to Topgolf, and all you guys got to do is go to mdhairlabs.com to schedule your free testosterone consultation today.
The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater in Springdale has dine-in and carry-out specials to suit your active lifestyle. Choose salad, seafood, and chicken for lighter choices, and on the weekend, stop in and enjoy a nice prime rib dinner. At theallamericansteakhouse.com, you'll find information on menus, rewards club, event room reservations, and now you can place your carry-out or delivery order and save big on third-party fees. Theallamericansteakhouse.com is the place. Great steaks, great sports, and the friendliest folks in town. The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale.
What's going on the grill tonight? Whatever it is, you'll find only the best at Richard's Country Meat Market. From the aroma of bacon-wrapped fillets to perfectly flavored gourmet burgers and fresh kebabs on the grill, this summer will be a feast for the senses. Richard's makes it easy with curbside pickup. To place your order, call ahead at 443-0000. Serve only the best from Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive at 3042 North Market Avenue, and online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
Discover the Cigar District, just off the Bentonville Square, open Monday to Friday 9 to 7 and Saturdays noon to 6. Arkansas's exclusive David Off-appointed merchant, offering rare and limited edition cigars along with 1,500 varieties from leading and boutique brands. Join the Cigar District's private membership cigar club to enjoy their rooftop patio and BYOB perks. Whether you're a seasoned aficionado or simply curious, visit the Cigar District in downtown Bentonville and online at thecigardistrict.com. The Cigar District, where the cigar experience is reimagined.
ESPN 99.5. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Ruscin and Zach shows streamed in 157 countries, 50 states, 2 territories, 1 chain of unincorporated islands, and Slemmestad, Norway. You want to stream it too? It's at hitthatline.com. You got one of them Google Play, Alexa dot things. Just say, hey, play ESPN Northwest Arkansas will show up, or you can get us on the Running Like a Swiss Car Hit That Line Now app.
Right. Yes, exactly. All right. Text us, call us, sit there, listen quietly, 866-285-4005 is how you can get in touch with us here. What are your keys to SEC Media Days? All that crap.
How do you win Media Days?
That's right. What do you want to hear? Okay, we got it all here on Ruscin and Zach. Who's got the home run derby tonight? Let's see here. Let me get you the SEC report, which is obviously Media Day centered this week, and it's brought to you by Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. They've got in-office and telemedicine visits available for all of Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma to kickstart your weight loss journey with semaglutide or tirzepatide. Vici Aesthetics and Wellness, 479-343-8424. Things are underway. Right now, we are missing a riveting Clark Lee press conference from SEC Media Days in Dallas. Earlier today, heard from Lane Kiffin, Brian Kelly, and the clubhouse leader for opening statement, Shane Beamer of South Carolina, goes on a 17-minute filibuster to killing off more than half of the time. So that's the deal there. As we heard, tomorrow you will get Kirby Smart along with Josh Heupel from Tennessee, Brent Venables from Oklahoma, and Arkansas's native son, Eli Drinkwitz from the Missouri Tigers, fresh off their Cotton Bowl win over The Ohio State University.
I feel like he'll probably take a shot or two at the people in red.
Listen, for the sake of this show, I hope he does.
Oh, please.
For the love of God.
Brother Eli.
Do something interesting, man.
Please.
Yeah. That's we need something here. Come on. Give me something I can use, man. Come on. And that's what's going on there with SEC Media Days. So there's your update. Greg Sankey mentioned earlier today that they are focused on 16 teams as Clemson and Florida State do their annual rite of summer of saber rattling, trying to get into a better league than the ACC, which is not worked out for them so far.
I guess maybe I miss, and maybe I like the ACC. I love ACC basketball, but I don't understand how you can look at the Big 12 as currently constructed and go, that's a better league for us than the ACC is.
Coast to coast. But from West Virginia all the way to Arizona.
From
Utah.
In all sports, the ACC is a better league.
See, none of this is about sports.
I know.
None of this is about sports. Sports is like the 8th most important thing in these conversations.
I know.
So
I know.
They signed a bad contract, and they're trying to get out of it. Wish you well.
They're binding. They write them like that.
That's right. Our SEC report is brought to you by Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. You can combine medically supervised weight loss with hormone replacement therapy like testosterone and get optimal results. Vici Aesthetics and Wellness can get you set up with all of this. Mention Ruscin and Zach and get 10% off your first package.
Please do.
Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. Get started on the #1 prescription choice by medical providers for safe and effective weight loss while also reducing cardiovascular risk factors. The number, 479-343-8424. 479-343-8424. Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. Jody wanting to bet on the best soundbite from Media Days. He's betting on Kiffin. I don't think Kiffin said anything. Kiffin went earlier today and didn't really...
I think Lane was very tempered today with the passing of his father, so he was he was very, very tempered. Tomorrow could get a little interesting.
The guy most likely to say something dumb is Pittman. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. That's the truth of the matter. He is. He's the most off the cuff. If Kiffin is not going to be off the cuff, then the most off the cuff is Sam.
But you could get Kirby if you start asking him about all the arrests. You could get him going, and you could kind of tip the scales.
You could.
I don't know if anybody in that media pool is willing to do that.
Well, they want to stay in that media pool.
Right, exactly.
Although I don't know why. It's not very lucrative for anyone.
Stark's not going to say anything. Venables isn't going to say anything. Elko's not going to say anything for sure. But I you know what? Sneaky good. Keep your eye on Kirby tomorrow. Heupel could.
Brent Venables is the only coach that looks like he was actually chiseled out of granite. It's really remarkable. I don't know how that happens. He doesn't have like a double chin thing or anything. He is just like they carved. He wasn't born. Brent Venables was carved somewhere. It's amazing.
Here's a text out of the 870 saying they're putting their money on Ty. Ty won't ask a question until Thursday.
No, not until Sam.
Yeah, he won't. Yeah. And then it will take 45
He'll probably
minutes.
have a Hawaiian shirt on when he does
probably.
it too.
Yeah, well, we do need to ask him. We're going to talk to him in 45 minutes? We need to ask him if he has his game day attire picked out.
And he brought the cowboy hat. I mean, it's Texas, for God's sakes. Of course he did.
DQ, he can't bring that stupid hat.
Why? He brought it.
You know he did.
Are you sure?
No, I don't know that for a fact.
You think he did?
You think he's wearing boots with his shorts?
No. No. Ty knows how to dress. He dresses nice.
He wore a Santa tie to his wedding.
He did.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he did.
It was an Arkansas tie. I do think he was wearing Christmas socks.
Okay. All right. He wore an Arkansas tie?
Yeah, it had a little razorback on the bottom of it.
Okay. Yeah, Ty will be very subdued. Well, now here's the thing: is like Wednesday night is the karaoke night when all the bros get together, and
Can you imagine?
What
a bigger group of jackasses has never been put together.
And then he's got to do the show the next morning, and then go to the press conference.
Ugh.
So it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Covering this thing from this sturdy table is the way to do it.
I have no interest.
I roll out of bed. I turn it on for a couple minutes. I go and do some things. I go and look at it again, and then I come in here.
And I understand. This is for some people, this is their Super Bowl. They get to go. They hobnob.
Have you noticed that all these people are single? That this is their big social event of the year. Well, Tommy hasn't been in years. But
what made him go to the Metroplex?
It's only 5 hours away. You don't have to fly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. We used to drive to Hoover twice a year.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, May and July. It was tough.
We're gonna have Ty on a little bit. We'll ask him about the business cards.
Well, you got to have those. You got to be ready to go.
DQ. I mean, that works every time, right? You put them on girls' cars, like in their windshield wipers?
No, don't do that.
Really?
Don't do that.
You also have to have the "Forgive me, I have a condition" cards from
he
the
definitely
Joker.
needs one of those.
You have to have those.
And the cards that they printed for us are two-sided, which is very it's not helpful when leaving them on windshields.
Don't leave anything on windshields.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
What's acceptable?
hand it to someone you actually speak to.
Oh, okay. Okay, you have to have an
Don't
actual
just
conversation.
like,
Okay.
you know, blindly guess.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Greg in Farmington says Tommy will stop at the casino on the Oklahoma-Texas border on the way back. Actually, yeah, in Durant.
You think so?
I did.
I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you? They drove down separately.
Yeah, they did. That is true.
And I think that was by design. So that, on the way back, you stop in Durant. I've stopped there.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But
Just saying.
Stop there. But there's, you can do whatever you want. I don't know. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, Ty's got to get the business cards, and we got to talk about that. We're going to talk to Ty, as he said, next hour. We're going to get all this squared away here.
Hey, and in an hour, we've got bull riding tickets to give away.
Oh, yes.
Now, point of clarification. Finally. Point of clarification. You don't get to ride the bull. You get to watch people ride the bull.
That's right, yeah.
So I got 2 pair of them. It's for on Friday night over here in Springdale.
Parsons Stadium, be there.
You want to watch people ride 2,000-pound animals? I got you covered.
There you go. All right. Check it out. Okay. Check it out. Our SEC coverage here on Ruscin and Zach is presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback, locally owned and operated by a family of U of A alumni, the largest selection of Razorback merch south of the North Pole. It doesn't get more Razorback than the Stadium Shop. Shop on Razorback.com. WT Equipment, your New Holland dealer for over 50 years. WT has earned the trust of the hardest working people in the country. Go to WTEquip.com. WT Equipment, your partner in progress. And by Lindbergh Real Estate Group, serving all of Northwest Arkansas, Missouri, and the River Valley. Get a cash offer on your home in 72 hours. LindberghTeam.com. More Media Day stuff up there on hitthatline.com. We'll be right back after these important messages. Stay with us.
I'm Allison Blyes in the 4029 newsroom. We're following all the updates from the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. 2 Arkansas office holders are scheduled to speak tomorrow. Governor Sanders will speak at the Women's Lunch at 11:15, and Senator Tom Cotton from Arkansas plans to speak on Tuesday as well. Today, former President Donald Trump picked Senator J.D. Vance from Ohio as his GOP running mate. And several Razorback baseball players were drafted in the MLB draft, including Arkansas infielder Peyton Stovall, who was selected to play for the Cincinnati Reds, and Razorback pitcher Hagen Smith, who was picked in the first round by the Chicago White Sox. And we're also following this news. Benton County deputies recovered the body of a teenager they say drowned at Beaver Lake on Saturday. It happened near the Hickory Creek Marina and Day Use area. That person's identity has not been released.
WT Equipment is your home for New Holland ag and construction equipment, sales, parts, and service. From high horsepower row crop tractors and combines, utility tractors and hay equipment, compact track loaders, and mini excavators. WT Equipment has it all. Stop by one of their 8 locations to explore the value of New Holland tractors and see why New Holland hay equipment and twin rotor combines are second to none in harvesting ability. Need to upgrade your construction equipment fleet? Give WT Equipment a call. Come by a store or check out their website, WTEquip.com.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call my friend J.T. Finley at 479-521-4220 or come by and see him in the heart of Fayetteville off College Avenue.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the new and pre-owned rides at Rath Mitsubishi. Bring in your old ride and get state sales tax paid when you trade for one of our new or road-ready certified pre-owned cars. So choice, I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Rath Mitsubishi. Don Tyson and 71B Springdale, rathmitsubishi.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Sterling Bank is committed to the Northwest Arkansas community, and as members of this community, their relationships go beyond banking. They're cheering on the same teams, shopping at the same stores, and serving the same causes that help make our community a great place to live. Stop by your local branch in Fayetteville or Rogers to discover the Sterling Bank difference with their top-notch customer service and complete menu of products. Sterling Bank is your community bank. Member FDIC.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. How often do you compare yourself to others? It's easy to envy friends' lives on social media when you only see the good parts. But comparison is the thief of joy. Online therapy helps you focus on what you want, not what others have. Because your best life is better than the idea of someone else's. Visit betterhelp.com/like today to get 10% off your first month.
We've all had that sick feeling of locking our keys in our car. Papa Lock of Northwest Arkansas can get you back on the road in no time. Whether you need the locks changed on your home or business, keys made for your vehicle, or your car unlocked, Papa Lock of Northwest Arkansas provides the highest level of service possible. All of our uniformed locksmiths and technicians are professionally trained and certified, with upfront pricing that you can trust. What you are quoted is what you pay. So when you need a locksmith, call Papa Lock of Northwest Arkansas at 479-444-9900 for the key moments in your life.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. Arkansas football begins in 45 days. Touchdown! From the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
I have a piece of news that, not breaking news, but a piece of news that we can ignite the next little while with here, hopefully on the show. But scientists have reportedly, you can join us on the McClarty General Hotline here, 866-285-4005. Text us, call us, sit there, whatever you want to do. It's fine with us. Ruskin, Zach, DQ, we're all here. Ty's going to check in from Dallas. SEC Media Days coming up here in a half hour. Scientists have found a cave on the moon, and there may be more of them.
Okay, and you said this to me a little while ago, and for a planet that obviously floats,
not a planet,
for a moon, we don't know if it's a planet. If it's first of all, DQ,
not a planet.
Well, how do you know? What's the difference between a planet and a moon?
Well, nothing orbits the moon. The moon orbits Earth.
Oh, that's a very that's a very Arkansas fan way of looking at the SEC, isn't it?
Well, that's the way it is.
The SEC revolves around Arkansas. No, we don't know that. Maybe it's the other way around. I don't know.
There's nothing up there going around the moon.
But it, according to Big Mike, is inhabited. Wouldn't that make it a planet?
And it's not supposed to be there.
You're right. It's a space station. That's no moon.
It wouldn't shock me that through some geologic, mishap, we got it got caves. Or is this the front door to the battle station?
Okay,
that's what I
don't know. But there is a cave.
How did they find the cave, or did they give you any details, or did they just said like Big Mike did? Well, the moon's not supposed to be there.
Let's see here. An Italian-led team reported Monday that there's evidence for a sizable cave accessible from the deepest known pit on the moon. It's located at the Sea of Tranquility,
which is where we landed,
just 250 miles from Apollo 11's landing site. It's a big sea.
Yeah,
it's like the Mediterranean, 250 miles away. Researchers analyzed radar measurements by NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance
Orbiter.
Orbiter
At the moon?
And compared the results with lava tubes on Earth. Their findings appeared in the journal Nature Astronomy.
Here's a text for you out of the 501. We orbit the sun, so are we a moon?
We're a planet.
But
we have water and people.
But
and
we
all that
orbit
stuff. And
the
an
sun.
Atmosphere. We have an atmosphere.
Well, it's not a real good one.
Not anymore.
Right.
The people have ruined it. But yeah, that's right.
Agreed.
Yeah.
What kind of scientists are moon scientists?
The radar data reveals only the initial part of the underground cavity. They estimate it's at least 130 feet wide and 10 yards long, probably more. Lunar caves have remained a mystery for over 50 years, so it was exciting to be able to finally prove the existence of one, according to Leonardo and Lorenzo of the University of Trento. They wrote an email about all this.
But they haven't won the league. They won the SEC. Who cares?
Okay, all right, fine. Yeah, SEC schools really leading in the space race. Really leading in all academic pursuits, to be honest with you. Right. So the moon has caves. How about that? That's pretty exciting.
Here we go. The texter of the 870, Harrison, chiming in. The moon and the sun are the same distance away from Earth and are the same size. Oh, by the way, the moon gives off its own light.
No. None of that is accurate. No.
I'm just reading it.
The moon is much closer to Earth. The sun is 93 million miles away.
We can report that Ryan has gotten home safely. He did not get pulled over and or arrested and currently has the game going. So, Godspeed, Ryan.
And the servers have not crashed.
No, he's playing the home version. Where
the home game. Okay,
where he doesn't have to get on the servers.
Very good. All right. You'll get to trash talk your enemies doing that.
No, but you got to get comfortable with what you're doing. Right. Cody and Lavaca leaving work to go win a national title with Arkansas State. Go
Red Wolves.
Get it, big guy.
Go Red Wolves.
Go get it.
I may throw my NIL support towards the Red Wolves. I've already gotten a title for Harding. I'm a free agent now. Who wants to win big, everybody?
Here's a great question. Or text out of the 479. Can you get Ty to get Sam's thoughts on the moon cave, please?
Yeah, we'll ask him about that on Thursday. There's a cave on the moon. What do you think about that? How could they've never been in there? This is all they've discovered it with images and what
that we know of.
So, A, is there cheese in there? Number one.
Right.
Number two,
they're storing government cheese up in Missouri.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah. Number two is what? Like if you need a spacesuit to walk around on the surface, what do you need to go below the surface? Do you need more equipment, less? How would that work?
Big Mike has just chimed in. He's reading about it now. He'll get us some information on the moon cave.
Okay.
I mean, if you watch Marvin the Martian, you know what's going on.
It's my limited Marvin the Martian.
Yeah. I do Marvin.
Oh, goody. You are making me angry.
It's very close to Kermit.
It is. It was done by the same guy.
No.
It was a joke.
No.
It was a joke. Relax.
No.
You're still making me angry. Skills that make me a problem for someone like you.
It sounds like Kermit's got a nasal infection.
I find you. I will kill you.
Yeah.
It's the Muppet Show.
Let's see here. JT says Ty will be too hungover from karaoke to ask Pittman any questions.
This is a real test of discipline this week. It really is.
Well, it is a work night, and we have to remind him of that.
Yeah, it is. It's a real test of discipline. Yeah, that's right. It really is. My favorite SEC Media Day highlight, me personally, was getting back to the room one night and watching a documentary on Morton Downey Jr. That was my personal favorite moment in SEC Media Day.
You and Ty are definitely at different stages of life.
Definitely are.
I don't know that I would be going out with the Muyuks to a karaoke bar, but I certainly wouldn't be watching documentaries on Morton Downey Jr.
Downey Jr. Fascinating guy.
Definitely not.
The first trash TV talk show host we ever had. Really,
Actually, to be honest,
him or Donahue. But,
I'm with you. I think what we're doing right here is the best seat in the house. If Ty wants to go, have a good time.
This is the cornerstone of his social agenda for the year.
It really is.
So, I mean,
weird is
you can't take that away from him.
His goal of one day meeting someone and getting married is not going to happen at today.
No. There are always women in the media, usually dressed very professionally,
Right.
look very nice, and there's a bunch of dudes there. I've been aware of this event for 16 years. There's a relationship that has been ignited because of meeting at a meet cute, and it has never occurred.
Got it.
It has never ever occurred.
And I don't want to sound like Judge Che. The women at SEC Media Days, Ty, are out of your league.
That's right. Right. Now, you have your Faith Hill moment.
Yes.
Remember Rutledge moment at SEC Media Days many, many, many years ago when at a Gainesville radio station, and their table was right next to ours, and we were talking a bunch on day there at SEC Media Days, and then that was it. Nothing else happened. Just some talking. But it could have been more.
I wouldn't call that a moment.
It could have been more. If I had at all, it could have been more, but it wasn't. So there you go. Laura Rutledge.
Also, I don't know if I would ever say that.
Yeah, I would have kept that one.
What, but all these geeks are going home to play a damn video? Cool? Really?
Yes.
I mean, seriously?
Yes, it's what we're doing.
Nerds!
It's what we're doing today.
I see. It's nerds. Will the lights just go out already? I mean, enough flickering. Just go out!
Well, look, it's 97 degrees outside. Once we get to 100, the rolling blackouts can start.
Turn off already! It's not working. I'm trying, though. I'm trying. Anyway, that's what happened.
Oh, here we go. Scott Morrison has a theory on what's in the cave up there, a spool of bacon.
That is one of our great
I'll be pissed
ambitions.
off if the patent on the bacon spool.
They're already R&D in that thing up the street here in Springdale. The bacon. That idea. And we're not going to get a dime off of it.
No, not a thing. No. Have you ever tried to sue it?
No.
He's going to file for change of venue, and then you're going to lose.
There you go. Yeah.
Jackie in Cherokee Village, a big Laura Rutledge fan. Thank you for that.
Well, that maiden name was like McKeithen.
Right.
She was Laura McKeithen back then. She was not married to Rutledge yet.
She is like the nicest person.
Oh, if she's willing to talk to a gargoyle Radio Row, then yes, you're a very nice person. That's true.
I've had a number of interactions with her, and you do find yourself going, "Are you really sitting here talking to me?" And she is literally one of the.
The other thing that happens with media days is as if sports, but in any kind of world where you spend more time watching TV than being there in person. Like when Nick Saban walks into the room, you're just for like half a second, he's real.
That's Nick Saban.
It's actually he's not in the TV anymore. He's right there. It's not fully starstruck. But you're like, that's that guy. That woman, I've seen her on TV.
Texter of the 479 wants to know, do you think Ty will sing a pit crew song on karaoke?
We got to find that.
I wish we still had.
That is the greatest lost tape we have. Is Ty singing the pit crew song?
I don't know what Ty's song is.
Well, we'll have to ask him in 20 minutes.
Yeah, we can ask him.
No, we got nothing. So that's a. Oh, we'll ask him who won the day. We'll do that. Interesting.
It's oh boy. I think he just doesn't in his mouth while he's there. Just put your head down and just do your job.
He doesn't sing at all. He's just there for the alcohol. Maybe
right. Just sit in the back.
Right.
Look mysterious. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we're going for.
Right. Yeah. That's a good strategy. Big Mike is here. Let's see if we can. No, he just found out about the moon. So we'll see. We may not get much here, but Big Mike, welcome to the program. Good.
All right, Kevin. It ain't that big a deal. I mean, it's just pictures of it.
Okay.
It's like 14 tennis courts. I don't
Nobody knows off the top of their head how big a tennis court is.
Yeah. And you could astronauts could go in there and the temperature changes. That's about all that's about. And one of them scientific places I went to, they didn't even want you. You can only read the abstract. That you'd have to pay to see anything bad. I know dang well on these news sites has it.
That actually applies to a lot of websites you can go to. They want you to pay to see the better stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to go to that scientific journal.
No.
They want some money, baby.
What is going on in the background, Big Mike?
The chicken. I'm not going in the house. You can just tolerate the chicken.
No. Is that like an eaten chicken or like a lay an egg chicken?
I don't know what it is. Anyway, there's some kids over there hollering too, but I don't. Chicken ain't saying much right now. I guess when I talk, maybe he shuts up. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we were very concerned. We heard.
Yeah, well, at first I thought it was tires squealing.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
and then I remembered that you have a chicken.
There might have been a car went by.
Is this a pet chicken?
I don't know what he is.
Where did it come from?
My neighbors.
Oh, yeah, neighbor's chicken. Okay.
And if 1,000 times.
My neighbor's chicken, and there used to be two of them. I ain't sure they didn't eat one.
Wow, what a way to go!
I don't hear or see it so much, so and maybe I don't. It doesn't seem like they do cock. I think that's what happened to it because I never see that chicken leave there. So he doesn't look like much of a fighter anyway.
Can you tell that just by looking at a chicken, whether or not they're a fighter or a lover?
I've seen fighting cocks, and they look different. Let's just put it that way.
Built different.
Yeah, they're built different.
Okay.
I seen that one guy trying to get his to fight, and instead of fighting it, went over and cut the crap out of him.
He didn't want to fight.
He didn't want to fight.
Yeah, and then him and the chicken, he was stood there and watched him bleed.
Oh, that's
oh my! I'm gonna get off here.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Big Mike in Waldron.
Okay.
Check it in.
There we go.
Right. Report no cockfighting going on in Waldron or Scott County, so that's good.
It's 50-50. Fighting chickens are built different.
That's right. Yeah, they are. Yes, that's right. Carolina.
That's productive.
Okay. Let's break here. 15 minutes after the hour. Ruscin and Zach. Let me get down on your level and tell you about they'll get it done. They have gotten it done time and time again. They've got almost 1,000 5-star reviews right now on Google. When you look up Lindbergh Team, before they could put it on the market. The financial burden was overwhelming. 4 kids, numerous pets, and upcoming medical expenses. But they heard about Tara Lindbergh's Instant Offer Me program right here on the radio, and they decided to reach out to her. Days later, they accepted an offer from Tara Lindbergh, providing them with much-needed. The Lindbergh Team, you can get the home estimate. It's click on lindberghteam.com. You click on home estimate. Find out what your home is worth in seconds from the Lindbergh Team. They have sold over $1 billion in real estate, and they're the agents I would trust if I was selling. More about it right there at lindberghteam.com, like we said. Get all the intel. Lindbergh, M-B-I-R-D. lindberghteam.com or Google Lindbergh Real Estate Group and check out that almost over 950 on 5-star reviews. Team.com. Do it.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Everybody's Mr. O plural me negative.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Elizabeth, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
The only local, family, and alumni-owned
Yep, our names are on Senior Walk, and we understand what that charging Razorback means.
From new students to season ticket holders. Everything you need.
From floor coverings, wall art, game room items, and other stuff to decorate your home or dorm room.
To things for your pet or all sorts of clothing, we have it all.
We feature brands like Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, Columbia, and many, many others, all in the largest Razorback stores.
You know, your dad's side's starting to go viral.
Hey, what, is that a new thing? Can I get a pill or a shot for that?
Anyway, you can call us at 479-STADIUM or 4782-3486.
Or drop by the store at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum Walker Stadium in Fayetteville. If you need to, you can shop us online at them gram thing.
Dad, let me do this. What he means is our website, which is shoponrazorback.com.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go
Hogs.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hog, Chuck.
How do I drive more traffic to my website? How do I increase my Google rankings? If these are just a few of the questions you have for your business, then we should talk. In addition to sports radio marketing, ESPN Arkansas can help your business be found online. From website design to geo-targeted campaigns, search engine marketing, social media management, streaming video campaigns, and much more. ESPN Arkansas is your digital marketing partner. Go to espnarkansasdigital.com for your free digital marketing audit or email us at sales@hitthatline.com to schedule an appointment.
When you're looking for your next side-by-side, motorcycle, ATV, or zero-turn mower, look no further than your local Wood Power Sports store. With convenient locations in Springdale, Fayetteville, and Harrison, we've got 9 brands to choose from. If you can think of it, we've probably got it. These 3 convenient locations also provide you with outstanding service and parts capabilities. Want to know more? Visit us online at woodpowersports.com. Pick your brand, location, or shop all 3. We look forward to earning your business. Wood Power Sports, a solid name you can trust.
Walk-Ons is always a win, whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner. Walk-Ons has you covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into their mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp, plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location in Rogers, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Conway, and Little Rock, or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
This is Leisha Fogarty with Guild Mortgage. When you look for a home loan, you want a company that is local, experienced, honest, hardworking, and has the loan programs that fit your needs. That's what you will find here at Guild Mortgage. For a lender that is with you from origination through servicing, check us out online at guildmortgage.com or call us at 479-275-0378. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity. Company NMLS number 3274, individual NMLS number 2032905. All loans subject to underwriter approval. Terms and conditions may apply. Subject to change without notice.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
You may be thinking about your vacation this July, but Brett Brundage and his team at Fish City Grill in Rogers, they're thinking about their chalkboard special, like the seared ahi tuna tacos with mango relish, avocado ranch, Cuban black beans, and rice. Another special this month is the grilled Mediterranean branzini. The #1 patio and seafood spot in Northwest Arkansas is Fish City Grill in Rogers. Fish City Grill in Rogers. Friendly folks and serious seafood.
Cool down with hot deals at the Burton Pools and Spa Summer Clearance. Get a high-quality above-ground pool installed for just $57 a month. Enjoy up to $1,000 off in stock Doughboy above-ground pools. Considering an in-ground pool, our stunning fiberglass pool start at under $48,000. And don't miss our biggest discounts of the year on hot tubs, where you can save up to $7,300. These offers won't last long, so visit Burton Pools and Spas today. At Burton, we do more than build pools. We build long-term relationships.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted Best Garage Door Company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, is your collision repair specialist. Only 15% of collision repair shops achieve iCar Gold Class status, the highest training level recognized in the industry. Courtney Hollingsworth is proud to be one of them. Put your vehicle repairs in the hands of the experts. Call Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body today at 479-751-3801. That's 751-3801. And online at CourtneyHollingsworth.com.
The folks, I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. Well, this heat wave really at its maximum tonight and tomorrow. Temperatures very slow to cool down tonight. Only in the upper 70s to around 80 by tomorrow morning. This is as cool as it gets. And then highs back in the upper 90s for Tuesday. Plenty of humidity, just brutal stuff. But there will be a chance for a shower storm late in the day Tuesday into Tuesday night, and more chances Wednesday as the next cold front comes in. So a little cooler Wednesday, highs in the 80s, still very humid, but more of a drop in temperatures for Thursday. That's your Get Ready Weather, only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair, because I'd have a place to sit. Get Good Chair only at the Stadium Shop. Stop by, tell Robert Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you want seats in the Good Chair. SEC Media Day has got underway today in Dallas, Texas, LSU, South Carolina, Mississippi, Vanderbilt. Also at the podium today, Sam Pittman and the Razorbacks are due up 10:35 Thursday morning, the last day of the event. Hagen Smith went number 5 overall last night to the Chicago White Sox in the first round of the Major League Baseball draft. Mason Molina just got drafted, 7th round to Milwaukee. Earlier today, Peyton Stovall, 4th round pick to the Cincinnati Reds. Former Razorback, current Northwest Arkansas natural, Caden Wallace has been traded to the Washington Nationals. He was traded for some guy named Hunter Harvey. Wallace was hitting .282 with 3 home runs and 16 RBIs in 34 games. DQ?
You're Ruskin and Zach. Do you wish you could still use the excuse, my mom said no, when you don't want to do something? 84% of people said yes. Someone said this responsibility has now been given to my wife. My wife doesn't want to do this. My wife said no. Be honest.
Yep.
When you are hand washing plates and bowls, do you wash the bottom of them?
Yes.
17% of people said no.
Who
hand washes stuff?
What?
You put it in the machine.
Some things you can't.
Or some things you just, you don't.
Like a cast iron skillet, you cannot. You can't do that.
Fine. Okay, cast iron skillet.
I'm just saying. Right? I mean, there's some things that you can't. There's some stuff that's not washing machine legal.
Oh, God. Okay. It's the way it is.
And what is the average period of time you actually mean when you say the other day? 72% of people said last week. 16% like me mean last month. And those are your Ruskin and Zach X polls. Go grab grass.
All right. Thank you, DQ. All right. It's 4:25 here. On ESPN Arkansas and Hit That Line Now app. Let's see here. Big Mike. Hopefully Hagen will get moved to a better team. From your lips to God's ears, Big Mike. Because the worst organizations in baseball, you've got the A's, of course, who we don't even know where they're playing moving forward. They don't even know where they're playing.
They don't know where they're playing.
And, the players have to put money in a vending machine to get drinks and stuff at work, which is stupid. The A's, you have the Rockies. You have, I don't know. Well, Chicago with the White Sox are right there. They're a terrible organization.
They're a really bad organization.
Totally dysfunctional. Dysfunction junction. Jerry Reinsdorf is 1,000 years old, and, he needs to sell a team. It's Reinsdorf, right?
Yes, Reinsdorf still
He's 88. He's a billionaire, but he's 88.
You would have thought after, the Bulls run that he would have, maybe gotten into the whole winning thing.
Yeah.
But no?
No. Well, they don't have Michael Jordan playing over there. I mean, they had a good player in the 90s, Frank Thomas. I mean,
they
did.
Were good. They did. The White Sox won a World Series.
Yeah, later.
2005.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Beat Houston.
The Bagwell Biggio.
Back when Houston was in the National League.
Mm-hmm. That's right, yes. But once upon a time, kids.
That's right. Yes.
The Brewers were in the American League East.
Yes, and the Astros were in the National League Central.
West?
Yeah,
they were originally in the West.
Well, yeah, and then when they went to 3 divisions, they were in the Central with
yeah.
the Cardinals and all that stuff. Anyway, so Oh, Hudson White has been drafted by the Red Sox, I'm being told here, by Batgirl.
All right, thank you.
On the hotline. All
Thank you.
right, so the drafts, the picks continuing here. I mean, when you're good, you're going to have a lot of people taking in the draft. That's the way it goes. But I look forward to seeing Caden Wallace in a Nationals uniform one of these days.
Now, Will's jacked up that Stovall went to his Reds.
Well, that's cool. See, that's the thing I was looking forward to if the Cardinals had gotten a chance here to take Hagen Smith, because we haven't seen a Razorback go to the Cardinals with a chance of making it. Maybe Zach Cox, and that was 15 years ago or something like that.
We did,
and Hagen's better than Zach Cox.
You know what? Before I say this, so let me get this young man's name. But there was a player from Valley View.
Yes,
that was drafted yesterday, 29th overall to the Diamondbacks.
Yes,
and I know Kara Ritchie, friend of the show, had his, and I want to make sure I get this right, give him credit. But he is the first high school athlete drafted in the state of Arkansas, or from the state of Arkansas, since 1993. Little player named Torrey Hunter.
I'm familiar with him.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's his name? Slade Caldwell played for Valley View last year. First round pick of the Diamondbacks, 29th overall. First high schooler to be drafted in the first round since Torrey Hunter, who turned out okay.
Diamondbacks, pretty good.
Yeah, they're good.
Organization there to be a part
boy,
of.
Fandom's starting to rear its ugly head. Titus and Witcherville, F the Cardinals.
Okay.
Titus, I don't think you can say that around here. Guys, I don't like that.
They're not they're a mid-run organization. Their fans, they do enough. Chuck's talked about this a million times. They do enough to make their fans think they have a chance, but they don't actually have a chance to do anything. That's the way it is. At least not since 2011. So, anyway, there you have it. Okay. We will return here in a moment, and we will check in with Ty Richardson live from Radio Row.
Right.
At SEC Media Days, where all the action happens.
Not around Ty.
Yeah, that's right.
Not around
exactly.
Ty.
So all of that is coming up here. We've all seen the billboards. We've heard about, car wreck, attorney ads, no win, no fee, blah, 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 blah. How do you choose which lawyer to hire when they all seem to promise the same things? Well, you need to choose someone who has a decade in injury claims and lawsuits, someone who used to defend the insurance companies but switched from the dark side. Jackie Mock and Mock Legal Solutions. Use her experience and insider knowledge of the insurance industry to get you the money you deserve. Mock Legal Solutions, real advice, reasonable price.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
And our fan base, again, is obnoxious as on social, so everyone hates us.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Wanted to find someone who would embrace Arkansas and the opportunities to build on a rich tradition that includes 22 conference titles, 14 Sweet 16 appearances, 11 Elite 8 appearances, 6 Final Fours, and a 1994 NCAA championship.
The head coach of your Arkansas Razorbacks, John Calipari!
Listen to every Razorback basketball game right here on ESPN 99.5 and hitthatline.com.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird, Limbird Real Estate Group, has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours, or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Have you ever thought about what a bad haircut could do to your image? That's why you shouldn't trust your appearance to anyone except the professionals at Fantasy Sports Cuts. We believe our clients are walking billboards. If you don't look good, we don't look good. Fantasy Sports Cuts is a full-service men's hair salon where you'll always find sports on our 8 TVs, and the fridge is always full of free beer, or root beer for those little men in training. Fantasy Sports Cuts, Fayetteville's hair joint for men at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Your Mach 1 market moment.
You know, and it's interesting how long-standing companies like this continue to try to evolve and, you know, keep pace with changing demographics and taste and so forth. I mean, did you see Walmart? They are increasing the size of some of their neighborhood markets. They have 2 that have almost doubled or maybe even tripled in size. They're not the super center, but they are still that neighborhood market concept, but just
giant,
just bigger, just bigger. Again, feeding probably more into the grocery side.
Well, that's their competitive advantage against a lot of other retailers is the grocery side of things, from my understanding.
And you saw that with the earnings comparing them to like a Target. I mean, and a lot of that was driven by the grocery side.
Visit Mach1FG.com to hear the whole conversation and get your investment questions answered. Mach 1 Financial Group, LLC is an SEC-registered financial advisor located in Bentonville, Arkansas.
What's going on the grill tonight? Whatever it is, you'll find only the best at Richard's Country Meat Market. From the aroma of bacon-wrapped fillets to perfectly flavored gourmet burgers and fresh kebabs on the grill, this summer will be a feast for the senses. Richard's makes it easy with curbside pickup. To place your order, call ahead at 443-0000. Serve only the best from Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive at 3042 North Market Avenue, and online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
Have you heard? The Pleasure Playground just got a little bigger. Cupid's is growing. That's right, Cupid's Lingerie just opened its newest naughty location in Fayetteville at Crossover and Mission in the Walmart Shopping Center. Cupid's is a boutique specializing in all things pleasure and play, from lingerie to, well, everything you can imagine and more. Visit shopcupids.com today and treat someone special to something special. Cupid's Lingerie in Bentonville, Springdale, and now in Fayetteville. Cupid's Lingerie. Enjoy.
Pay attention, this happens fast. You're on the forklift in your warehouse when it breaks down. You call Medley Equipment Company. Talk to Debbie.
Hello.
Debbie tells you they'll get you moving again. Debbie talks to a service tech.
Yep, I can do it.
Tech says when they can be there. That nice Debbie lady calls you back.
Hello.
Saying your forklift will be fixed in a few hours. Nice. Pretty fast, right? We're just trying to keep up because Medley keeps you moving.
I'm branch manager Bo Tommy. Visit medley.com or come see us at 2150 Ford Avenue, Springdale, Arkansas.
WT Equipment is your home for New Holland ag and construction equipment, sales, parts, and service. From high horsepower row crop tractors and combines, utility tractors and hay equipment, compact track loaders, and mini excavators. WT Equipment has it all. Stop by one of their 8 locations to explore the value of New Holland tractors and see why New Holland hay equipment and twin rotor combines are second to none in harvesting ability. Need to upgrade your construction equipment fleet? Give WT Equipment a call. Come by a store or check out their website, WTEquip.com.
ESPN 99.5. Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruscin and Zach.
1401, 1402, 1403. All right. This is ESPN Arkansas on the Hit That Line Now app, and we'll be checking in with Radio Row coming up here in a minute. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
We've got a letter from abroad.
Look, another player's rung the bell. That means he did his personal best.
Enjoy the pleasure of an Arkansas win and pleasuring yourself to that win, man.
Right. Okay. Somebody sent in a clip of a kickoff return by Missouri against Arkansas in the video game.
I would like Scott Fountain fired.
All right. Well, we'll get that going here.
But good effort by the defense. They were only down 15-0 at halftime.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was.
The gaming has begun there.
Yes.
Ty Richardson is with us live in SEC Media Days in Dallas, Texas. Ty, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Sounds like strip club music.
How would you know?
Listening to right now.
I mean, what have you been doing? Hey, by the way, Baby Dolls burned down the night that you were there.
Baby, is that a strip club?
Good answer. Plausible deniability.
Okay.
Well done.
In Tampa. That was, I will say, Thursday night. There may or may not have been a group of my friends that decided that was a good idea to venture out in Tampa. We elected to go to the Morgan Wallen concert, which was good. We chose Thursday night because apparently Friday night didn't show up, and he's not going to be a part of the next couple shows. We got lucky, I guess, in that regard.
Yeah, he's on the George Jones plan of attending concerts just whenever he feels like it.
Yeah, I've been to that bar, and then I did a little research on George Jones. What did he show up to, like, one out of, like, 2 concerts he had? Like, it was every other concert he actually showed up to.
He was so drunk. He just called him No Show Jones because he just wouldn't be there. Yeah, that was his thing. So you didn't know if he was going to show up or not. But tickets were a lot cheaper back then than they are now to go to one of these concerts. So you weren't, there's going to be lawsuits and stuff like that now.
You weren't as mad. Now Taylor Swift would never do that to her fans, right? DQ, she'd never do that, right?
She hasn't in a while.
She's out there in the rain.
Yeah.
Swallowing bugs. I mean, and all that.
I think she did. There was a moved show last summer because of like heat advisory.
Didn't she have to like move a show in Brazil?
Yeah.
It was rain. It was rain. I thought they were having like torrential downpours.
I think they were having a heat advisory.
Okay. All right.
Hey, who let Christian off? He's at home playing the game. He's sending out social media posts about it. Get him.
Oh, he's lucky, man. It's there is someone here that has the game set up, but I have not gotten to take it in just yet. I haven't played video games in nearly a decade.
Beat your ass.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, well, no, I'll give Zach credit. So I remember when Zach first started for our prestigious company, and he was talking all this smack about Madden, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, this old jabroni doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, I'm 20-plus years younger than him. There's no way he can beat me in a video game. He bent me over and made me like it over and over. I think it was like 40-something to 7 by halftime. And I was like, all right, well, he knows what he's doing and I don't. So I don't, Zach, I got to be honest. I don't think I played a college or NFL game since you abused me mentally and physically in the studios of ESPN Arkansas.
Loser leaves town match.
Yeah, well, still here, but that should have been the bet. The station would have been better off for it.
Looking for you, Quinn Grovey.
What is your karaoke song on?
We had
Wednesday
a running
night?
debate on that.
I think Connor and I are going to sing "Live Like You Were Dying," but it's unconfirmed just yet. Okay. We got to figure that out. I think we're doing it the One-Eyed Penguin. I think that's where it's come down to. So
I think that's risky for you.
Not the Carousel Club.
You need to do something maybe with less music. There's a lot of range on that, and I've never heard you sing, but I'm just taking a guess here. That's probably not in your wheelhouse. You need something more where it's just shouting, maybe like "Living on a Prayer." Okay. Something.
Yeah, where the crowd gets into it, and
right.
they're drowning you out.
Right.
Yeah,
then you do the ultimate rock star move. You just take the microphone and point it at the crowd. Let them sing for you.
That's always the smart thing to do on the karaoke. I forget what we did last year, but it was a hit. There was a lot of hot moms that really did like the. It was great. It's like all these nerdy. I mean, you guys are in media. I would identify you two as nerds, not DQ, of course, but you have all these nerdy, like middle-aged dudes, and all of a sudden we're in Nashville, right? So it's MILF Central, and all of a sudden all these hot moms walk in, and it's just like, think of like all the prom queens in high school and like right next to like all the nerds. That was the equivalent of what karaoke was in media days last year. I don't know if, well, actually we're in Dallas, so there's gonna be some talent around here, but I don't know if it's gonna be the same type.
Wow, I don't really know where to go from there. Now you're a middle-aged man now.
No, I'm not 30 yet. Hold off. Once you hit 30, you can start saying that, but I'm still in my 20s. I don't identify as a middle-aged man just yet.
Will you break out the Pit Crew song?
I haven't heard the new one. Has Tanner got that corked up?
No, I'm talking about your version.
What's
my version?
You know, the Pit Crew.
The
one Eddie wrote for you.
Yeah, my voice will. I wouldn't be surprised if I tried to sing and my voice would crack, but I would do it for you, Zach, in the comfort of our studios, not necessarily in public where I could get videotaped.
Oh, we got to record that.
Yeah. We're gonna need the closed circuit to
lay that track down
of that one.
You gotta now. Is it a positive one or is it a negative one? No,
it's the one Eddie wrote for you that you sang and we all made.
Did
fun
Eddie?
Oh yeah, that was one of the worst segments we've ever done. There's a lot of them to choose from, but yeah, that was. I remember like the banjo was playing in the background, and I just was like, Sorry, I'm still a little foggy from this weekend. Let me tell you, I woke up in my bed Sunday morning and I said, "Man, this is going to be a rough week." But yeah, I do remember that. That was pretty putrid on my part. I can't sing. I don't have a musical gift in my body. I know, or I can't dance, and I know some women equate not being able to dance as something else, but hopefully that's not the case. Been told otherwise.
God almighty. Ty, you okay? Right into these things. You're all right. Everything
drunk
okay?
now?
Wow.
No, Derek, you would love this. So they brought the snack cart. First off, staff was a little slow this morning. Coffee wasn't wheeled out till 7. I was a little frustrated about that. I drink coffee now, but I will give them credit. The media lunch was like an 8 or a 9 out of 10, and they had chocolate milk for a snack, along with cookies and other things. When you wheel out chocolate milk, it wasn't this like stirred up Nesquik BS. I'm talking about like it was bought chocolate milk, and it tasted like the nectar of you know what. It was phenomenal. Like you hit chocolate milk about 4 o'clock on a Monday, and you've had just a BS Monday. Oh man, it cheers you up real quick.
The chocolate comes from the brown cow.
Yeah, 100%. That was like in school. I bet, I'm going to be honest, I bet Zach and Derek, when you guys were in school, the same brown cow picture was up in Brough Hall as it was when I went to school. They have had that thing up there for probably 50 years. It's like they've got a black and white cow and they've got a brown cow. Yep. And the brown cow spits out the chocolate milk and you guzzle it because it's free or you're paying whatever you have to pay. That's what you drink. And I was just ecstatic to see chocolate milk on the snack cart.
I feel like you have to pace yourself. You're
day one.
Yeah, it's day one. I mean, you just need to pace yourself.
Well, we're not in the natural state, so the alcohol rule does not apply, and
calories don't count. Yep.
Yes, so we get unlimited food and alcohol the next 3 nights, and it was basically unlimited from Thursday night on this week. Didn't drink yesterday, but yeah, we're probably gonna do something reckless and stupid. And
you going to the Texas Theater?
Yeah.
Do you know what the Texas Theater is?
Now, okay. Forgive my ignorance. I know that I have to say that a lot on these airwaves, but was it Lee Harvey? That's Lee Harvey Oswald. It's not John Wilkes Booth. It's not Lincoln. No. It's Lee Harvey Oswald, right?
That's where he was detained in the theater. Yes.
Yeah, that's what
in the theater.
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to a place of historical significance.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah. Well, right. It is it's an interesting time that is where we're obviously going, considering what happened this weekend. But yeah, outside of that, I think we got something to do with the Cotton Bowl, and then we've got the going to Globe Life. So and then karaoke's on Wednesday night as well. So it's a full slate. I've been up since 3:30. I wanted to put an axe through my skull this morning when my alarm went off, but I told myself you only get to do this one more time in your 20s, so you got to make the most of it this week.
What is the ultimate goal here at media days in your 20s?
To have the young interns look at you glowingly and hopefully get some attention from the few females that are on Radio Row and in the media.
How's that going?
I got a look earlier. That was pretty prolonged. Didn't do anything with it, of course, but I was proud of myself for that 10 or 15 seconds I was getting stared at.
Did you bring the cowboy hat with you?
No, it stayed. Unfortunately, it will make its way to Charleston. See, the thing about and this is I say this as someone that's gone called a country club cowboy because that's probably the best way to characterize me. To be honest, like you get the blue collar, like the work ethic of a cowboy, even though I work like a very white collar job in radio, and you get like the southern sophistication of a country club kid. So it's a good combination, and hopefully future Mrs. Richardson sees it that way. But it is making its way to Charleston next. What is that next month, Zach? The greatest city in the United States.
Nobody takes vacations in August around here.
Well, I am. So we're different, you and I, as you figured out these last 4 or 5 years.
The only time to take one is in August.
Now, Tommy dodged this question earlier. Who's got top bunk, you or him?
Well, I offered to. I mean, you know me. I'm a cost-cutting guy. Always have been, always will be. And contrary to popular belief that I just like send in the most extravagant expense reports possible, Derek can attest to this. I texted him when we went a few years back, and I was like, "You want to split a room?" And Derek's like, "No, I want my own room." Listen, I get as a grown you know what man, that's perfectly acceptable. But I've got 2 queens, and he's got a king. Now here's why. Here's my philosophy. My back has started to hurt, and I don't like bending over to get stuff out of my suitcase. So the first thing I did when I walked to my room is I threw my suitcase on the other bed, and now I don't have to bend over and get my stuff. It's just right there.
Perfect. That's a good plan.
That is, and they're the same cost. So, like, why would I hurt my back with a king size bed when I could have 2 queens and have all my stuff set up where I don't have to bend over and exacerbate the back pain? That seems like a smart move on my part, if you ask me.
We're talking with Ty Richardson.
Who else would we be talking
Your
to?
drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky. I think the first thing on Zach's mind is what kind of impact will Blake Baker have coming in to run the defense at LSU this season, Ty?
Well, they can't. Similar to Arkansas's offensive line, there is no way they can get any worse. Like you cannot go backwards from the bottom of the back of the line. Like, I mean, you guys are, Derek, you're 10 plus years older than me. Zach, you're like 30 plus years older than me. I mean, did you ever in your wildest dreams expect LSU to have a bad defense? Like, you can have like a mid-tier defense, but they were awful. And I mean, they wasted Jaden Daniels last year. You had a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. How many times has LSU been able to say that outside of Joe Burrow the last 2 decades? They had a quarterback. It's like Burrow and Daniels. And then you go back to Russell, who we know is one of the biggest draft busts in NFL history. But those are like the 3 like really good QBs that they've had. And you just wasted Daniels because he didn't have any help on defense. I mean, go look at those box scores last year. Even in Tuscaloosa, he had a pretty good game before he got speared. They didn't throw a targeting penalty because Bama gets all the calls. And just, if I was an LSU fan, which my buddy Corey, who just got engaged the other day,
Shout out Corey.
Yeah, shout out Corey with her saying yes. He wanted to do insufferable things to that former DC, who he says shall not be named.
Now, are you going to go to Pittman's press conference?
Yes.
You going to squeeze off a question in there?
Timing. I think Coach is going to join us Thursday at 7:30.
Can you find out where Larry the bowling ball is?
Yeah, we got to figure. Man, I just want Coach to pull that bowling ball out and roll that sucker like by game 8 or something. But I don't know, man. That thing could go into retirement a little bit. Hope that's not the case.
He could go into retirement if it doesn't go.
A lot of people going into retirement.
That's the case. Listen. I mean, y'all know I'm just a fanboy that happens to have this job, but God help us if we have to go through another coaching search. I mean, I don't want to do that. I know it's good for ratings and radio and callers and everything else, and people always have this idea, but I mean,
it's the one thing they do well, Ty. It's the one thing they do well.
Aren't you guys ready? I know we have this to a certain extent for our Hog Reaction show, which you and I, all of us, have done before, including DQ. But aren't you ready for the voicemails that are going to be sent that we have? I mean, those are going to be unbelievable for Monday's show, which is basically a reaction show, as is Saturday night. I cannot wait for that feature. We are going to light up Sports Talk Radio with some of the fireworks that we'll get from different callers, not just across the state, but across the country.
This feels like a bad idea.
No, you just got to. All you got to do is you say, DQ, you got to listen to all of this, make sure there's no cursing, make sure that abides by FCC.
Yeah. We don't tell DQ anything.
She tells you all
Matter of
what
fact,
to
we
do.
don't even make eye contact with her because she just looks at us and tells us to bleep
She
off.
wears the pants of that
Yes,
show.
There's no question about that. She is in
Since
charge.
day one. She
Right.
walked in like Walker, Texas Ranger used to back in the day.
she's having a rough day anyway because she's
why?
she's a college football widow tonight, and she will be watching. She and Mia will be watching documentaries while some people are out playing college football.
Oh, well, I don't know. We're talking about Big Mac, right? Is he playing the game?
We are.
All right,
And
good for him.
He skipped work today.
Good for him in the priorities. Good for him. Listen. I already like that kid, and I like him even more.
Yeah,
he's
I
the
know.
man.
He's our favorite.
I'm not going to say he entered GOAT status just yet, but he is darn near close.
Ty, I was on a call with him earlier today, and I wish you could have heard just the sheer giddiness and joy in his voice as he told me that he is skipping work to do this all day.
Listen, Brother Max, a good dude. I've only interacted with him like 2 or 3 times, but you know how you just pick up things from short, intermediate conversations?
There was something special about him earlier.
Yeah.
Oh my
we
God.
knew this. Built
100%.
different. Yeah, he was built different. We knew.
I'm not going to say, DQ, he's the better half, but I'm not going to not say it
Thanks.
either.
Very good. All right. What are you looking forward to? I don't know. These questions are so stupid. This event is so stupid. I don't know what to ask.
Oh, you're hurting my feelings, Derek.
Just dumb.
What am I
It's
looking
just-
forward to?
It's just gas bagging at the ultimate level is all it is.
Yes, no, it is. It's the gas baggery or whatever you want to call it at the highest order. I mean, every single media member is up a coach's ass basically these next 4 days, depending on what beat they cover. So I think, Derek, you've been saying it for months now. I mean, I don't really care what Pittman says to Oklahoma State, and I'm kind of in that same line of thinking where I want to hear what Coach has to say about certain things, but like that is I don't think anyone's just going to like all of a sudden commit to this football program and team as a fan. They have to see action, and just to be clear, I don't think it's necessarily fair to expect them to go win a team that's going to be picked preseason Big 12 champion or Big 12 runner-up in Oklahoma State, or maybe it has been already because Big 12 Media Days was in Vegas last week or whatever. But that's the.
But it's the next indication that there's been any progress made.
Yeah,
like it's the next test.
Here's my thing about that game. I don't expect Arkansas to win, and I know we're months out. I say months out. We're less than 2 months out from when they play on the 6th or 7th of September. But what I do expect is an offense that is not as putrid as they were at times last year. I mean, they got a lot of guys back. You're going to have to probably score 40 against Gundy and company to win that football game.
All right, Ty, thank you so much.
You're welcome, boys.
Stay out
Thank
of
you.
trouble. All right,
no, thank you, fellas.
Okay, there you go. Ty Richardson, a drop machine in that segment.
Yeah. Hey, we're giving away rodeo tickets.
Our Media Days coverage brought to you by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. Brought to you by WT Equipment, your partner in progress, and by the Limbird Real Estate Group, LimbirdTeam.com. More Media Day stuff.
Rodeo tickets
on hitthatline.com. And I believe we're giving away rodeo tickets when we come back here on ESPN Arkansas.
I'm Allison Wise in the 4029 newsroom. We're following all the updates from the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. 2 Arkansas office holders are scheduled to speak tomorrow. Governor Sanders will speak at the women's lunch at 11:15, and Senator Tom Cotton from Arkansas plans to speak on Tuesday as well. Today, former President Donald Trump picked Senator J.D. Vance from Ohio as his GOP running mate. And several Razorback baseball players were drafted in the MLB draft, including Arkansas infielder Peyton Stovall, who was selected to play for the Cincinnati Reds, and Razorback pitcher Hagen Smith, who was picked in the first round by the Chicago White Sox. And we're also following this news. Benton County deputies recovered the body of a teenager they say drowned at Beaver Lake on Saturday. It happened near the Hickory Creek Marina and Day Use area. That person's identity has not been released.
All right, guys, are we tired of the dad bod? Let's lose the weight and reclaim your confidence and energy. At Voxy Wellness and Rogers, our injectable weight loss program helps you jumpstart the journey and quickly kick the dad bod to the curb. Let's help you be victorious with getting rid of the extra pounds for good. The consultation can be done online or in person. To get started, visit VoxyNWA.com. That's Voxy as in V for victory, OXYNWA.com.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV RV.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text STAY to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text STAY to 321321. That's STAY to 321321.
Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body, family owned and operated for over 40 years, is your collision repair specialist. Only 15% of collision repair shops achieve iCar Gold Class status, the highest training level recognized in the industry. Courtney Hollingsworth is proud to be one of them. Put your vehicle repairs in the hands of the experts. Call Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body today at 479-751-3801. That's 751-3801. And online at CourtneyHollingsworth.com.
This is Peyton Stovall. I'm back on the field this season with a little more experience. Now I know the #1 spot for burgers, fries, and shakes. CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers. Stop by and see my friend Keith Wilson and his team at the Fayetteville location off Weddington and Sally at the Arkansas Avenue location in Russellville. Don't forget to pick up a bottle of Butcher Boy seasoning at either location or your local Harps. CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers. When all you do are burgers, they have to be the best.
What a catch at second base by Peyton Stovall, laying it out.
If you're interested in continuing your involvement in high school athletics and want to make some extra money, what better way to do so than by becoming an official? For information on how you can give back to student athletes in Arkansas, please contact us at 501-955-2500. Again, that's 501-955-2500. The Arkansas Activities Association is looking for sports officials, and you may be the answer.
Arkansas Golf and Power Sports offers the largest selection of golf and leisure vehicles with a full custom shop servicing all of Northwest Arkansas and the surrounding areas. Arkansas Golf and Power Sports offers 5 lines of golf and leisure vehicles, including E-Z-GO and Cushman. Arkansas Golf and Power Sports is a full-service dealership. Stop by 2733 North McConnell Avenue in Fayetteville or shop online at arpowersports.com.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. Arkansas football begins in 45 days. Touchdown! From the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
All right, we're back here on ESPN Arkansas on the Hit That Line Now app. This is Ruskin and Zach. And it is 5:01 now on this Monday, day one of this year's SEC Media Days soiree, which is a combination of nerd prom, political convention, and there was one other thing. I can't remember what it was.
Brothel.
A brothel where nobody has sex, though. That's what it is. It's one of those.
Okay.
There's a lot of looking, but nobody's actually doing anything. Well, you know, like Ty said. All right, here's your drive home on Ruskin and Zach, powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
Sparky. For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
I hate those plastic hog hats.
Amen. All right. Let's see here. God, there's just there are haves and there are have-nots. Like, wouldn't you love it if, like, your team, the biggest problem last year, your defense was awful, and you still went 10-3 like LSU? Like LSU, like I feel like Arkansas fans have like real football problems here, and hearing LSU go, oh well, a bad year. You won 10 games.
They did.
You won 10 games. You won your bowl game over Wisconsin, Missouri. What are we gonna do? You won 11 games. Like, it's just some of the not whining necessarily, but the some of the reality these teams are in. They don't know how good they actually are. Like, these fans are at the threshold of hell right now with what's happened in this
teams
football
that are
program.
not familiar with winning, Missouri. They're like, oh, we lost all these people, and what are we going to do? And you won 11 games last year. This is the best your program's been in a long time. For teams that struggle and have been near the bottom half of the league for a while, they look at teams like that with great contempt. Only one way to flip that is, you got to win the boredom line rivalry. You have to.
It's
been very, very one-sided. I was listening to
2-8 since Missouri joined the league.
Yeah,
Arkansas 2-8.
You got to beat LSU, and you've got to start winning some games. It's the only way you fix this.
Right. Well, the scuttlebutt's already out here. We got a text here. What does this say here? Here's the text. Need Barry Odom, unless there's another chicken man intervention. They want Barry Odom to come back here.
Bowl game. He's fine, man. He's in Vegas. What's better than that?
But I'm going to tell you what nobody else is going to tell you. Some of these things, it ain't the coach. You can put anybody in there you want. It doesn't matter. There are issues that you have that cannot be routinely and regularly overcome regardless of who's in charge of the program. So, you can put Barry Odom in there, fine, and he can win some games, but to get to what there are some things that it just doesn't matter. We've done this will be when Pittman gets canned, this will be in football and men's basketball the 10th coaching search in 15 years.
Alabama has ruined expectations for not just the top-tier programs, but the middle and bottom of the pack, where everybody thinks you can just go out and do what Alabama did, which is dominate for a decade and a half. Do you understand how rare what they did is? We entered an era of college football in the teens where it was basically Alabama, it was Clemson, and towards the end we got Georgia. But basically we were looking at Alabama. LSU had a couple of years in there, but nobody had the sustained success year after year like Alabama did. It is so incredibly rare. You might be able to do it for a couple of years. You might be able to do it, for half a decade. But to do it for 15 years is simply something. I don't think we'll ever see something like that again. I know Georgia's trying to make a run at it. It'll be, 2 of the last 3. But it's so incredibly rare what they did. But what it's done is that everybody's, well, Alabama did it. Why can't we do it? Well, Alabama had the guy. And they had it in a different, it was the perfect melding of coach and program. You had a program that was desperate to win and will do anything to win, and you had a guy who was willing to do anything to win. Bang, you put them together with the resources that they have and the talent they have and the brand name that they have, and it worked. But that doesn't mean teams like South Carolina can go on a run. You can have a year or two where you're good, but sustaining that level of success is incredibly unlikely. You need to adjust your sights a little bit. That even like Florida's run under Spurrier, they were good every year. Bowden's run at Florida State, those just aren't. It's not sustainable anymore. Just isn't.
Yeah. It's just there's just I've done this. I've seen this. I've heard all of the maybes. Hopefully this happens and that happens, and it just never materializes into anything sustainable. Maybe because it's just not possible to do it, and no one is willing to say that out loud. Maybe that's what it is.
It's possible. It's been done, but I think the idea that you're going to compete with the top teams in the league every single year, I think, might be unrealistic in today's iteration of college football. It's tough to do. You don't have the resources. You don't have the recruiting base that a school like Alabama does. Alabama doesn't recruit nationally. They recruit regionally. And they get the players that they want. Georgia's the same way. Georgia's got a great state that pumps out college football players. Arkansas doesn't have that. Now, the fact that you're not getting the ones in the state, that's a little bit of a problem. But that should be the basis of – it's just one of many things that are sort of working against you. And I've said this for 30 years. Arkansas needs to be in the player development business. Your model is Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's your model. Oklahoma doesn't churn out football players left and right, and the ones that the really, really good ones wind up over at Oklahoma. How does Gundy do it? That's the question, is how does a guy like Mike Gundy do it? Boone Pickens no longer with us, so you don't have him just sort of looming over to pay for whatever Gundy needs. How are they doing it? How is Eli doing it? These are not teams with tradition-rich football programs.
Right. Something Brian Kelly said today really struck me when he was asked about recruiting and stuff. And he was asked about the transfer portal. And he said, if you're in the transfer portal for need-based, in other words, you're filling needs, you haven't done something right in the natural recruiting season. Well, this is all that Arkansas has been doing in the portal era, is trying to fill needs.
Yeah.
And here's Brian Kelly, a coach who's won a few games, saying, oh, that's incredibly the wrong way to go about doing this. Because that means that your evaluation on the front end has backfired in some way, shape, or form.
He's been lucky in his last two stops where he has walked into places where the cupboards weren't bare, and you were just restocking the shelves, but you were able to restock them, put them on the bench, and let them play. In today's world, I don't know that that's necessarily realistic, because after a season, if you've got a 5-star sitting on the bench or playing sporadically, that 5-star is probably going to leave you at some point to go look for a place where they can play. So I kind of get what he's saying, that if you're plugging holes with recruiting and the transfer portal, you're probably not in a great spot. Transfer portal and recruiting should be a luxury item. Hey, we want to upgrade, not necessarily plug a hole.
Yeah, and it's like what he basically said there was that the entire strategy of recruiting here is incorrect, and I think the results would back that up. I mean, they barely get to 500 2 years ago, and last year they go 4-8. So there is maybe he gave us a little clue to the test there.
Well,
but inadvertently.
And we're also finding out in today's the portal era, we're finding out things. We're getting more information every day. This is still not, we're only a couple of years into this, and everybody's sort of finding their way. Has it settled down a little bit? I don't think so. I think it's gotten worse. That, now we're just going into the portal because it's a Wednesday and I'm bored. And, talking with some of my coaching buddies, they all say the same thing. You're fighting every day just to keep your roster intact. And that's not easy. And this is across multiple sports, basketball, football, even a baseball coach that I know has said the same thing. You're just fighting to keep the guys that you have versus, going out and looking for new ones. It's a full-time job. It's like herding cats at times.
Yeah. And they've never been on the cutting edge of anything. Mm-hmm. Every move has been reactionary, not proactive towards anything. They're behind on this NIL deal. They got a new director in place today, the second one in this year, and I think the third one in less than 2 years to run the NIL thing, which has just been an unmitigated disaster since they started it, because they don't know what they don't know about that. Juracek, one of the greatest fundraisers to ever walk God's earth, worked here once upon a time. J. Frank Broyles, 100th anniversary of his birth coming up later this year. And Juracek's just a cruddy fundraiser. Let's just call it like it is. He's a cruddy fundraiser. And so, that's just that's what's happened here. And they're trying to figure this thing out. But again, it's reactive. It's not proactive. Every move is. This is where my frustration with the school kind of originates from, is because they still think that they run everything here and it's 1998. And it ain't.
No.
The whole dadgum world has changed.
Pete in Springdale encapsulated this very well. He said Oklahoma State and Mizzou are good examples of teams not trying to do it like Bama does, accepting their place in college football and okay with competing once every couple of years. Agree. You don't have those kinds of resources. But as we all know, winning breeds winning. And Eli went out. They won 11 last year.
Yep,
had a really good recruiting class.
Ohio State.
Had really. I mean, don't forget they got Oklahoma starting left tackle. They went out. They got a bunch of dudes. They got a chance this year to be in the college football playoff. Scary. Missouri.
You've got to evaluate better. You've got to develop, like you've said. It's just huge. Like you can't. The forecasting has to be like you can't. Like we've seen in the Star era. What do they hit on like 6 or 8 every recruiting class? Okay, that number has to be higher. Period. If you don't have 44 dudes, you can't compete at the highest level in this league. And they struggle to get 22 dudes that can compete in the SEC year after year after year. So, recruiting is one thing, but you've got to evaluate people, and you've got to be able to find some sort of formula that can forecast, like Oklahoma State has found over 20 years, time and time again. People are going to go through this thing. They're going to get better. They're going to get better, and they're going to be where they need to be at a certain point to compete. Now, competing in the Big 12 is different than competing in this league.
Sure it is. But when the collective bargaining goes through next year, and they get this thing, they get their arms around it, I think the player movement will slow down, and that will certainly help teams like Arkansas that are in the player development business, which is where they need to be. You look at their recruiting class now, you get a bunch of 3-stars. All right, cool. But what you're hoping is that the 3-stars are actually 4-stars that are undervalued, or that you can develop them into 4 or 5 stars. What you don't want to do is get a 5-star that regresses and he turns out to be a 3-star. That's the thing that can kind of set your program back. They're in a tricky spot football wise. The league didn't get easier. Their non-con doesn't get easier the next couple of years.
No.
And you could input. And if you look at their schedule, I mean, you don't want to take an L to Memphis. You don't want to. I mean, you don't want to have a team walk in next year, which it will, and just hammer you by 50. These are the things you can't have happen on national television. What?
What do you say? And it's not.
You don't say anything.
Like I'm not sitting up here like, oh, like good, everything's bad. Like that's not what I'm trying to figure this thing out and offer up, because what you have done for the Star era has not worked. So you try and figure out other things, because what you're doing, this whole thing where someone commits and everyone gets excited, and then the whole dance doesn't work. Well, it doesn't work.
Bobby Petrino can draw up the greatest play in the world. If he's got you, me, and DQ out there running it, probably doesn't have a real good chance for success.
Right, exactly.
So, number one,
and he does not have, like in 2008. Here's the 2 things that concern me about the Petrino thing. Number one, he does not have an elite recruiting class to usher in his first year and to grow with over the next 3 years. And the second part is he doesn't have 3 years to figure this out. Like this is, they better be on point soon, quickly. But there's no, we'll get them in 2010. No. There's not that kind of patience anymore. Those are the 2 things about Petrino. There is not a Joe Adams, Jarius Wright. That class that he picked the perfect opportunity and the perfect place to get back into college football with a bumper crop of giant elite talent.
And also, let's not forget
that is not what this recruiting class has.
Ryan Mallett landed in his lap. Ryan Mallett, if Lloyd Carr stays there one more year, Ryan Mallett's at Michigan.
Yep.
But you're right. I mean, you got this perfect group of young guys. You got in-state guys that wanted to be here, and man, it's been different. It's been a lot different. I am personally a little concerned with the out-of-state recruiting, that seems to be the focus over some of the in-state kids. Man, if you can't lay down your foundation here and let your roots grow here, you're not just recruiting guys for this year. You're not recruiting guys for next year. You're recruiting guys for like 5 or 10 years down the line, where you can pick up the phone and go, hey, your dude is a 4-star. Can I get an introduction? Well, and if you can't pick up the phone and call a coach and say that, you've got a problem.
Right. But that whole university is recruiting Texas. I mean, every Texas chain restaurant that exists is now in Fayetteville over the last 10 years. So I mean that's a campus wide thing in addition to a football. But man, you hate to give the devil his due, but Nutt kind of had this thing figured out a little bit when you get the best of Arkansas and the best of East Texas, because they'll go anywhere. Now, it's different now in East Texas because they can go to A&M and be in the SEC, or they can go to Texas to be in the SEC. So it's different. It's a totally different dynamic now. But, I mean, they knew. They knew. But even then, they would get, 7 guys a class that turned out.
Yeah. But, again, if you can't call down to Greenwood and get on the phone with a coach and go, hey, I need an introduction to your guy. If you can't do that, or the coach goes, well, he's committed here, or you're in trouble.
If I was, would this be stalking if I was the offensive coordinator at Arkansas and I went to Greenwood every day, or called Greenwood every day to talk to Kane Archer? Would that be stalking?
Really?
Could I do that?
Really, guys, they probably should call him today. I'm just saying.
I mean, would that be stalking?
He'd like to hear from you.
Because I know, in relationships, there's the 3-day rule and all. But does any of that matter in football recruiting? Hey, thinking about you. Think you'd look great in a uniform. Send. What? Well,
and I know it means absolutely nothing. But you had a kid at Little Rock Christian, 4-star, who went to Auburn. If Hugh Freeze thinks he's good enough for you. The fact you couldn't get him, and then threw a PWO at a 3-star across the street from you, it just shows you how disorganized they are when it comes to recruiting and how bad their evaluations are.
Yeah, it's really it's not. I mean, the thing that will undo Pittman eventually is the offensive line was bad, the recruiting was bad, and they didn't win. And then A plus B equaled C, by the way. So the things that we were, I don't know how, and maybe there is. I have so much distrust about anything that is printed or put on television regarding that football program right now. I have so much distrust because, Pittman's a great recruiter, and they're going to have a good offensive line. Wrong, okay? And those were really big things to be wrong about. So now, if you're going to tell me that, well, what are they going to tell me about, say, Barry Odom? Well, SEC experience, one with less at Missouri. Okay, but, I don't, until it happens, I'm not going to believe that. Is there the same, I don't know, I just don't trust anything I read or see about anything Razorback football related anymore because it's just been so incredibly misleading for the better part of a decade.
No, I agree. I agree.
All right. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Zach, 866-285-4005. I feel like that took kind of a dark tone.
A little bit, but it's okay.
But, what they're doing doesn't work. So does anyone have anything else? You know what I mean?
This is a town hall meeting. We're ready to listen to anything.
The streets keep flooding. Do we have another plan to keep the streets from flooding the next time it rains? These are the kind of this is what I'm thinking about. We have a problem in our fair city. The problem keeps happening. What we keep doing isn't fixing the problem. Maybe it's time to find another way to fix the problem. And I'm not just talking a coaching change. They've got an entire organizational overhaul. Needs to take, and it stinks. But this is what happens when you behave when you live in a world where you are not as big as you thought you were for 10 years. This is what happens. It's all come home to roost. There it is. All right. A second attorney all over the Towson Avenue of football programs. Yes, that's very true. For those of you that don't know, Fort Smith, Towson Avenue floods almost every time it rains. And, thank you, second attorney. I didn't know second attorney was a River Valley guy. Who knew?
Yes.
How about that?
He very much is.
I did not know that. Okay. All right, it's 20 after the hour now. We've got tickets to give away for the bull riding on now I'm
going to be careful.
Friday night.
I'm going to be careful when I say this.
Yes.
It's the Buckin' in the Ozarks. That's with a B.
That's right.
Capital B. Buckin' in the Ozarks, PBR Challenger Series, July 19th and 20th, out of Parsons Stadiums in Springdale. Here's the deal. I got 2 pair of tickets.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pick them up here at the studio.
These are paper tickets.
These are actual tickets.
Old-fashioned paper tickets.
Yes, they are. I love this. I have tickets in my hands.
Wow.
I have 2 pair. These
what
are
a throwback.
These are for Friday night, July 19th.
All right.
So this Friday. You have to be able to use them, please.
Yeah, don't prize pick this thing. Come on.
Prize picks.
If you're going to win them, go.
Right.
Take a kid, whatever. Have a good time.
And that's the key. Now, you can come by and get them if you're out of town and you want to come up here for them. You can get them Friday. Office closes at 5. Show starts, 8 p.m. So you got time. But if you want to go, We'll take now, DQ. How long do you have to ride a bull for it to count?
8 seconds.
All right, we'll take.
I don't know.
We'll take texters 8 and 9.
Oh.
You just gotta text us. I want the tickets, and then you have to be able to come and get them, and DQ will get your information.
Right, and we're in Springdale.
That's correct.
That's where these tickets will be located.
We'll get you all the addresses.
All right.
We need texter 8 and 9.
Okay. All right. So we'll give these away here right now for.
Okay.
Bucking in the Ozarks.
You can't text me. You have to text the text line. Jeez. Why do we have to explain this stuff?
You got to. I'm telling you, you got to spell stuff out for people.
I've just gotten 3 straight texts. Y'all know you have to do it my way. For once in your lives, do it my way.
You got to spell things out. People are, look at the soccer last night. You have to spell out to people.
Really?
If you don't have a ticket, you can't attend a sporting event. That's not allowed.
And we've got more tickets. We're going to give them away all week, but 2 pair today.
Yeah, we've got more. So if you get shut out today, that's okay.
It's not we're
4 more chances, or at least 3 more chances. Are we giving them Friday? That's kind of cutting it close.
Yeah, that's cutting it real close.
So maybe Thursday. You got 3 more days.
It'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Okay, we have the 2 winners.
Okay,
all right. Stop texting. We have winners.
Please stop.
Yeah, please stop. DQ, if you will get their information, here's the deal. The tickets will be at our office. We're 2704 American Street here in Springdale.
Behind the United Bank.
Behind the United Bank.
Yes.
Come by, get your tickets. Just pick them up by Friday, and we're good.
Look for the ESPN grocery getter in the parking lot.
Can't miss it. It's illegally parked.
That's right. It's illegally parked. That's right.
It is.
That's right.
And we'll give more away, so everybody's settled.
Excellent. Fantastic. All right. Well, we got our winners. We'll find out who they are and get the details for you here coming up. By the way, all of this Media Days stuff. And there's let me go to hitthatline.com right now and see what we got up there. Because there's apparently, there it is, a plethora of coverage from SEC Media Days from Dallas right now on hitthatline.com, in addition to being all over it all day long here on the radio or the smart speaker or however you're listening to us. And it's all made possible by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, locally owned and operated by a family of U of A alumni with the largest selection of Razorback merchandise south of the North Pole. It doesn't get more Razorback than the Stadium Shop. Shop on Razorback.com. By WT Equipment, your New Holland dealer for over 50 years. WT has earned the trust of the hardest working people in the country. Visit WTEquip.com. WT Equipment, your partner in progress. And by Lindbergh Real Estate Group, serving all of Northwest Arkansas, Missouri, and the River Valley. Get a cash offer on your home in 72 hours. LindberghTeam.com. I really like reading these like it's a public radio deal. It makes me feel...
way to do it.
It makes me feel like I matter in some way, shape, or form. Anyway, all week long, hitthatline.com. Tomorrow's the big day when Kirby and Georgia will be there, and Arkansas Day is Thursday at SEC Media Days. All right, we'll take a time out here. We've got, I hate when radio guys say that. I'm sorry. That's so lame. I apologize for that. I'll do better next time. We will pause here, and DQ will check on the poll questions, and we'll get all that coming up here in a minute. Hickey and Holt Law Partners have you covered all across our listening area. They specialize in divorce, custody cases, and civil litigation. Hickey and Holt Law has over 70 years combined experience. Go to kevinhickeylaw.com or call 479-434-2414 today to schedule your consultation or come by an office near you. Hickey and Holt Law Partners in the River Valley, Northwest Arkansas, Little Rock, and the Mena areas. kevinhickeylaw.com or 479-434-2414. Things are about to get better.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
I did have a delivery of a bunch of long wood yesterday.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Hey y'all, it's Crystal from Cards. Are you ready to tackle that spring cleaning project but don't know where to start? Spring is here, and Cards is here to help you clear out that clutter with our roll-off dumpster rentals. Whether you're decluttering your garage, renovating your home, or landscaping your yard, our roll-off dumpsters are the perfect solution for all your cleanup needs. Simply choose the size that fits your project, and we'll deliver it right to your doorstep. And when you're done, we'll haul it away. Give us a call at 877-59-CARDS or visit us online at cardsrecycling.com.
Home is everything. It's your sanctuary, your command center, your music room, and your art studio.
It's where you eat family dinners and make lasting memories. When you use a Weichert agent to help you find your home, we'll help you find the space to make it yours. When you begin your search, know that a Weichert agent will be there with you every step of the way. Because at Weichert Realtors, we guide you home. To get started, call your local Weichert agent and look for our bright yellow signs all over town. At Weichert Realtors, we sell more because we do more. Each Weichert franchised office is independently owned and operated.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hug, Chuck.
VG Aesthetics and Wellness can get you on the track to kickstart your weight loss journey with semaglutide or tirzepatide. They offer a detailed program to all of Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma with in-office or telemedicine visits available. Mention this ad on ESPN and get 10% off your first package. Get started on the #1 prescription choice by medical providers for safe and effective weight loss while also reducing cardiovascular risk factors. Call or text VG Aesthetics and Wellness today at 479-343-8424. 479-343-8424.
Hey gang, Blake Young here with Wood Power Sports. Currently, we are overstocked on select Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, and Can-Am product. If you're in the market for a new side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle, come see us soon. We're about to blow these out, and I can promise you they won't last long. Also, these products are high-demand products, not your typical on-sale stuff that no one wants. Our deals won't be beat, and your buying experience will be unmatched. We look forward to serving you. Wood Power Sports, solid name you can trust.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
What's going on the grill tonight? Whatever it is, you'll find only the best at Richard's Country Meat Market. From the aroma of bacon-wrapped fillets to perfectly flavored gourmet burgers and fresh kebabs on the grill, this summer will be a feast for the senses. Richard's makes it easy with curbside pickup. To place your order, call ahead at 443-0000. Serve only the best from Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive at 3042 North Market Avenue, and online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call my friend J.T. Finley at 479-521-4220 or come by and see him in the heart of Fayetteville off College Avenue.
Splash into summer with a red, white, and blue sale at Burton Pools and Spas. For a limited time, buy an in-ground pool and get a free heater. Save up to $1,500 on Doughboy above-ground pools. Or make a splash with semi-in-ground pools starting at just $200 per month. Get fit at home with an endless pool and enjoy free workout accessories worth $700. Hurry to Burton Pools and Spas in Fort Smith, Springdale, or Greenland. We do more than build pools. We build long-term relationships.
Walk-Ons is always a win. Whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner, Walk-Ons has you covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into their mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp, plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location in Rogers, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Conway, and Little Rock, or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win. Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours, or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
The folks, I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. Well, this heat wave really at its maximum tonight and tomorrow. Temperatures very slow to cool down tonight. Only in the upper 70s to around 80 by tomorrow morning. That's as cool as it gets. And then highs back in the upper 90s for Tuesday. Plenty of humidity, just brutal stuff. But there will be a chance for a shower storm late in the day Tuesday into Tuesday night, and more chances Wednesday as the next cold front comes in. So a little cooler Wednesday, highs in the 80s, still very humid, but more of a drop in temperatures for Thursday. That's your Get Ready Weather, only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, we're back. It's 5:32. Okay. We got winners.
Yeah. Who'd we get?
Who won?
Sean and Jeremy.
All right, Sean and
Jeremy's.
Wow. Unintelligible Eddie Vedder. Solid.
Clearly I remember.
All right. So we'll do this
the boy.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, I got 3 more pair.
All right, 3 pair.
3 pair.
Can't have 3 pair in a 5-card game. Remember that, folks. Can't do it.
Why?
That's 6 cards. In a 5-card game, you can't have 3 pair.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm not a card player. I'm actually really bad at card games.
Do you get them and you're like, ooh!
Oh, no,
You're not supposed to do that.
No, now, Uno's not. I'm talking about I don't understand how to play poker. I'm good at Go Fish. That's about it.
Have y'all ever seen the rules to Pinochle?
No.
It is so confusing.
I don't play
Never played Pinochle.
It's really hard. I have written down in my car instructions because I thought I wanted to play it.
We should learn to play bridge as a group.
Oh, bridge club?
Yeah. Because that was a game my grandparents played.
My wife's grandmother plays bridge.
I'm old enough to be a grandfather.
Yeah, you could,
You're a wannabe grandparent.
Right.
Oh, come on. What are you doing tonight?
What about canasta? Is that a game?
Yeah, for the old folks, which is easier, Pinochle, bridge, or canasta?
Yeah.
Canasta
I can't
sounds
imagine Pinochle is easy or easier than.
Are we still playing card games?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I know.
Well, I know on your family vacation where there are no electronics.
No, I know
present.
a group of sisters that get together like 2 times every Saturday and they play Pinochle.
2 times every Saturday?
Or sorry, every month.
Oh,
2 Saturdays every month.
Is this down the hall from you at Butterfield?
No.
Have they invited you yet?
I get invited to watch them play Pinochle.
Wait a minute. There's a gallery?
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, I get invited to when it happens. I haven't made my way into the group
to watch them play cards?
Yeah, they have food.
Oh.
They have good food.
Oh. Well, I'll go watch if there's good food.
I usually try to swing by.
This is a co-ed event? Because I'll go.
There is one guy.
One guy. All right.
I like my chances. Guys, I like my chances.
Gilligan is now listening to us in a sauna.
Why?
I don't know. He said James had a great idea. Very relaxing listening to the show in the sauna. And just to be clear, we're not in the same sauna. Okay.
Okay, all right, okay.
Very good. All right. Okay.
Rick has sent us the same text 3 times, and apparently he wants us to ask why they don't why they don't throw autographed jerseys, helmets, etc., swag at people donating. Let me ask you this, Rick: how many signed helmets could you possibly have? It's not renewable. It runs its course after a while. They'd have to come up with a new fundraiser next year.
Because they don't need $500 and $1,000 donors. They need $100,000 donors.
Yeah.
That's why they've gotten this corporate guy in there to try and recruit some of the big corporate people up in Benton County to donate to the Razorbacks. Because he's been working with the Waltons with the amp and the Oh, Art Center for 11 years.
They don't want to nickel and dime this anymore.
Right.
That plan doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Now,
I you know what? I'd applaud them for moving on so quickly.
But it also means that they're now totally going to abandon you. What's happening in baseball is about to happen in football and basketball.
Even more so.
Yeah, even more so. You're going to see blocks of tickets disappearing. Your tickets are going to be harder to find.
Yeah.
It's going to happen, but this is the trade-off.
All right. DQ, what do you got on the poll questions?
Yeah, your Ruscin and Zach X polls. Do you wish you could still use the excuse, my mom said no, when you don't want to do something?
Yeah. The kid is a great excuse. Nobody fights me on that one.
That is good.
The kid, man, kid.
See, I don't have a good excuse of why I can't do something.
Well,
I don't have a great excuse.
You have a sister.
You're tired.
Yeah, you're tired. You're old.
I don't think the sister is good enough.
Oh, yeah, I'm hanging out with Kenna tonight.
Well, then you've got to call and give her a heads up. Say, hey, you're my alibi tonight.
Okay, first of all, y'all are sisters.
Well, I guess I do always have a backup.
There you go. And Kenna needs to be on alert, and you need to be on alert in case she uses you. Somebody calls, hey, are you hanging out? What are you doing tonight? And the answer is always hanging out with Kenna.
If anybody asks.
Right. I'm with you. That's right. So there you go.
Have you ever been used as the excuse?
No.
Has anyone ever called, hey, is blank with you?
I've never had friends.
I've been the cover, yeah.
I don't think I could lie like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's one of those things.
I believe in you. You could do it.
Like when a woman calls you that you really haven't spoken to and you know you didn't give her your number, that's first sign indicator there's a problem. And you need to be covering. Whatever the answer is.
Okay. Interesting.
And you got to know what the rules are. Is so and so with you? No, he just left a little while ago. Well, where'd he go? I don't know. But I think he'll be back at some point.
I don't know.
Look, you can't. Specifics will kill you in a situation like that. Don't want to get nailed down on that.
Okay. Be honest. When you're hand washing plates, speaking of lying, when you're hand washing plates or bowls, do you wash the bottom of them? 82% of people said yes. I do imagine some of them are lying. 17% said no. And what is the average period of time you actually mean when you say the other day? 15% said last month, 72% said last week. And those are your Ruscin and Zach X polls. Go grab grass.
All right. Fine. QDQ.
Now I'm getting questioned.
The grass will be grabbed.
I'm getting questions. Is this why you didn't show up here? No. I only use the kid in very rare instances.
You are busted.
I had her last weekend. By the way, shout out to my kid, 13th birthday, officially a teenager. Today.
Teenager.
Yeah. Okay, I love this game.
We had a moment yesterday where Daddy died a little, and she doesn't need me anymore.
Nope.
And I hate all of this.
So your daughter shares birthdays with the following notable celebrities.
Okay.
Linda Ronstadt.
Oh, we were talking about Linda Ronstadt today.
Yeah. Ariana Huffington.
Who is that?
The Huffington Post.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
All right, Mean Gene. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Yes. The guitarist for Aerosmith, Joe Satriani.
Joe Satriani.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No, that's Joe Perry.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, Joe Satriani, also a guitarist, but not with Aerosmith.
Oh, okay. Who do you play with?
I think he was on his own.
Okay. All right. Howard's wife, Beth Stern, is 52 today.
Okay. All right.
And Brian Austin Green from 90210.
There we go. Okay.
51 today. So there's some celebrity birthdays.
Yeah.
So if you're celebrating a July 15th birthday, happy birthday. I've been married a month today. How about that?
Look at you.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen Tommy in a month. Weird.
We've talked to him.
Yeah, we've talked to him. We haven't seen him in a month. It's been weird.
The Consigliere DQ, by the way, says that at his age, the other day could be 20 years ago.
That's also true.
That's very tricky.
Yeah, that's where I
try to keep it to this week, more or less.
See, I always say the other day, and I mean something that happened a month, 3 months ago. I'm horrible at keeping track of, like, not hours time, but day, month, week time.
Right.
Terrible.
Yeah. 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 I'm having a hard time believing that 2014 was 10 years ago.
Oh, my gosh.
All right? I mean, that's
Derek.
Yeah.
You're how old?
I'm 41. That sounds terrible.
Doesn't it, though?
Loud. I don't want to talk
2004. You were 21. You remember 2004?
Oh, yeah. 21.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago.
Man, did I have some times.
I was DMing with a friend of mine from high school yesterday, and she said to me, she's like, "Can you believe we graduated 34, or it'll be 34 years ago this spring?" And I was like, "Shut your hole!" Like, that is not possible.
And nobody wants to hear that.
That's not cool. That hurts. That stings, and I don't like it.
All right, we'll tell you what we learned coming up 19 to the hour.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
How do you think the recruit's going to feel if there's a radio show that's just slamming our program?
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Robert and Victoria wanted to sell their property in Bella Vista. They turned to the Limbird Real Estate Group. From the moment they met with the Limbird team, Robert and Victoria knew they were in good hands. The team listened carefully to their needs and goals, and they developed a plan to sell the land quickly and efficiently. Over the next few weeks, Limbird Real Estate Group worked tirelessly to market the property and generate interest from potential buyers. They leveraged their extensive network of contacts and used innovative marketing strategies to get the word out about the land. Before they knew it, Robert and Victoria had multiple offers on the table. The team at Limbird helped them evaluate each offer and ultimately chose the one that was best for them. Robert and Victoria were not only satisfied with the results, but also impressed with how Limbird handled the entire process. They'd been through the real estate process before, but this was by far the smoothest and most efficient experience they've ever had. Find out more about it at limbirdteam.com. Limbird.
We've all had that sick feeling of locking our keys in our car. Papa Lock of Northwest Arkansas can get you back on the road in no time. Whether you need the locks changed on your home or business, keys made for your vehicle, or your car unlocked, Papa Lock of Northwest Arkansas provides the highest level of service possible. All of our uniformed locksmiths and technicians are professionally trained and certified, with upfront pricing that you can trust. What you are quoted is what you pay. So when you need a locksmith, call Papa Lock of Northwest Arkansas at 479-444-9900 for the key moments in your life.
Sterling Bank is your community bank. As a bank, they know the biggest asset is the community they serve. Sterling Bank values its role in Northwest Arkansas and works hard to make the community stronger each day. If you're looking for a bank that offers top-notch customer service and a complete menu of products designed to make your banking experience pleasant and productive, visit your local branch in Fayetteville or Rogers. Sterling Bank is your community bank. Member FDIC.
They're tougher than the storms. They're the new Mahindras from Tatum Motor Company. They know many of you have seen your share of storms this year. And now you face the tough job of cleaning up what those storms left behind. You need the official tractor of tough. A new Mahindra tractor from Tatum Motor Company are built with heavy-duty frames and cast-iron chassis to offer more durability, traction, and stability. They're heavy enough for those big jobs like tree removal. And new Mahindras don't have a diesel particulate filter, so they never have to regen. And don't need the diesel exhaust fluid, so you save money there. Plus, save even bigger with Mahindra deals that are tough to beat, like 0% financing for 60 months on all Mahindra models. Find a new tractor or tractor package tough enough for any task at the best price with a new Mahindra from Tatum Motor Company in Anderson, Missouri and Tawnytown, Arkansas.
I'm Paul with Tatum Motor Company. Visit us online at tatummotor.com.
Time for another sensational episode of the Smarter Guys at Stith Plumbing and HVAC.
The National Institutes of Health tell us lack of sleep can lead to fatigue, irritability, trouble concentrating, anxiety, depression, and slower reaction times, and impaired cognitive ability. And the most common reason for trouble sleeping is heat. When it's too warm in your home, it's hard to drift off.
At Stith Plumbing and HVAC, we want you to wake up refreshed. If you're having trouble deciding to call, it could be that you're not getting enough sleep.
Just call Stith Plumbing and HVAC.
Call 751-9691 or online at smarterguys@stith.com. Tune in again to hear Zach say,
"Great service is not a myth. Just call Stith."
On the next mind-bending episode of the Smarter Guys at Stith Plumbing and HVAC.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts.
Have you ever thought about what a bad haircut could do to your image? That's why you shouldn't trust your appearance to anyone except the professionals at Fantasy Sports Cuts. We believe our clients are walking billboards. If you don't look good, we don't look good. Fantasy Sports Cuts is a full-service men's hair salon where you'll always find sports on our 8 TVs, and the fridge is always full of free beer, or root beer for those little men in training. Fantasy Sports Cuts, Fayetteville's hair joint for men at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Jersey Mike's, locally owned and operated in Rogers, Bentonville, Fayetteville, and Springdale, believes in the value of ingredients, premium meats, the freshest vegetables, and delectable bread baked throughout the day. And then there's the juice that elevates your sandwich to the highest level. You'll taste the difference in every bite. Jersey Mike's subs are perfect for catering the office or your next tailgate party. Their cookie and brownie trays are the perfect finale to any type of gathering. Fresh baked daily, right there in the store. Jersey Mike's, the best submarine sandwich on the planet. Always.
ESPN 99.5. The most influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, we're back here at 547 on Ruscin and Zach. Hey, shout out to Bronny James, who may suck at basketball, but you know what? He won the Call of Duty tournament this weekend at the Vegas Summer League.
Shout out C.J. O'Grady. You like the COD? I hear.
Oh, look at that. All right. Let's see here. Let's find out what we all learned here. DQ, fire away.
Okay, I learned in the 1900 Summer Olympics in Paris, there was cannon shooting.
All right.
Firefighting.
Yes.
And life-saving.
What are the parameters on life-saving?
I have no more information.
Okay.
If you lost life-saving, that could be
that would be tough.
costly.
That'd be trouble. That would be a lot of trouble. I want to be on the prep team for life-saving. All right, now we're going to hurt you.
The scout team?
Yeah, no, like we're going to hurt you. But this person is supposed to save you.
And if they don't, well,
you know.
I don't know what to tell you.
It is what it is. The plague would have gotten you anyway. Now, don't read too much into this. I'm not pointing fingers.
Okay.
There is a condition called Witzelsucht. It's a German word. It's a mental disorder that causes the sufferer to compulsively make inappropriate puns or jokes and tell pointless stories.
I got that.
You ate up with the Witzelsucht.
What do I? What does my doctor recommend for that? What can I do?
Calamine lotion.
Okay, good.
Just drink it.
That's right. Arsenic. Just drink it.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I'm being told here that Stella Artois has the oldest logo in the world.
Yeah.
It's been used since the brewery was founded in Belgium in 1366. We are pushing 1,000 years of that logo. Stella Artois. Well, in 140 years, we'll be pushing it.
Okay, so we're not pushing it. We got a ways to go. But
hey, in the big picture,
yeah, right. In the geologic sense, yeah. We're right on it. We're right on 1,000 years doorstep. I like a good Stella.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
It is the oldest logo in the world.
I've thrown that
older
up.
than the Golden Arches.
Sure,
you've thrown that up.
I have. I've thrown up a good Stella before.
There you go. All right. That is what we learned today. The Home Run Derby on tonight at 7 here.
Right here on ESPN Arkansas.
Pete Alonso trying to tie Ken Griffey Jr. with the most Home Run Derby titles at 3. Pete won 2 in 19 and in 21. That's back-to-back because, remember, they didn't have one in 20. So he went back-to-back. And belly to belly. Griffey won in 94 in Pittsburgh. 98 at, I don't know where. And 99 was Fenway, I think, right?
Yeah.
That was the one where McGuire was putting them all across.
It was also the one where Ted Williams came out and had the,
in the golf cart and everybody went and surrounded him. Yeah, that's right. The greatest hitter who ever lived. What an introduction. Oh, chills.
That's pretty good, right?
Chills.
That's pretty good. That was also, people forget this, was they had the All-Century team. And that was when Jim Gray bum rushed Pete Rose.
That was at a World Series.
No, that was the All-Star game.
Boy, Jim Gray. There's a career.
You did all right.
Everyone beat. Abner wants us to free Big Keith.
No.
Earlier, I was, they were coming up with our show enemies, like DQ and Ethan, the postman.
Right.
You and Big Keith. And me and Brian and Ozark. Like, Brian and Ozark isn't my enemy. He just sucks as a radio caller. He's not an enemy,
He's gone away.
He's not my enemy. He doesn't provide interesting content. And yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So why am I going to waste your valuable time, the listener, giving you boring stuff? You know what I mean? Why would I do that?
Waste their time every single day.
Yeah, but it's
we waste their time every single day.
Well,
the best edition we've made in the last 3 years is DQ, right? 4 years? God, have you been with us 4 years?
4.
Really?
Yeah.
Boy, you've gotten old with us. Wow. That sucks.
Wow.
Look at you now. You were all full of hopes and dreams.
Yeah, we'll teach you that.
Yeah, we sucked the life right out of you.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Yep.
Wow, I mean, you didn't have to say it. You didn't have to verbalize it.
Existence is temporary and pointless. Remember that. That's what it is.
Chicks dig scars. That's what matters.
That's right. All right. What else do we have here? A man in Spain skipped work for 6 years.
Did he know?
Nobody noticed until he was supposed to be given an award for his long service.
Is his name Milton Wadhams?
Joaquin Garcia.
All right, no.
69 years of age. He's a building supervisor for a water treatment plant in Spain. He'd been employed by the local government for more than 20 years. And he just quit going to work.
Still get the
it worked for 6 years. During the time, he still collected his annual salary of $41,500 a year, even though he wasn't doing any work at all.
Atta kid, Joaquin.
Yeah.
That's the job I want.
How could such a thing happen? The answer lies in a mix of bureaucratic oversight, the complex structure of the workplace, and a generous dose of luck.
Huh. Yeah. The Mafia's got those no-show jobs. I'd like one of those.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, university provost, I think you work 3 hours a month. That's a pretty good. I could handle that.
That's a good gig
there. Like 1 day a month you come in from like 10 to 1 and then you're gone.
That's a good gig right there.
I want to be a provost when I grow up. I've always said that.
I just want to become a provost.
I don't know.
Olivia?
I have a couple doctorates, probably.
No.
Real or fake?
You're not that. They're not that qualified.
Real or fake?
Real.
Well,
not
I
honorary.
can get the paperwork.
Yeah, I mean,
not honorary.
Fine.
I can get the paperwork.
Fine.
All right. What a day, huh?
Yep.
What a day.
Let's do it again tomorrow, huh?
All right.
All right.
Oh, do we have a choice? Not really.
No, actually we don't.
We will have more for you next hour.